So, since I got two people watching right now, so we should be all right. I think I got like a little bit of latency on the stream, so I should be like 10 seconds behind and ahead in real life. But anyway, Abwa, I think that's how you pronounce it. How's it going? All right. I still got a pretty nasty cough. Um, I woke up pretty recently. I woke up I think at like 9:30 because I went to sleep at like I tried to go to sleep at 1:30, but I can't. I have a hard time sleeping, so I actually went to sleep at like 2 o'clock or like two something. I had to turn on some ambient music on my Spotify on my phone, set it to turn off after an hour, and I was able to get some sleep in. But this is why we have coffee. So yeah, starting off with some lower viewership. I mean, it is really pretty early, and we did just, uh, start. So, yeah, this looks pretty good. Um, so, seeing as, oh man, my cough is killing me. Good morning. Ooh, we just got some tips for playing Lex. Let them explode as they're dealing the damage. I have no idea what that means. Um, my what's it called? My Discord on my computer, I think it's mostly muted, but my laptop, I'm not so sure about. But seeing as there's only a few of you in the chat right now, what do you guys want to see? Oh, guys, let's play the best game mode in the entire game. Operations, baby. Operations. What is it now? It's like, oh, hello. Hold up. Yeah, I may or may not get a few ridiculous offers. Perchance. I'm gonna look into some more because I just like stockpiling gems whenever they're available, so that whenever there is a big sale, I can go and do a big chest opening for you guys. Damn, what is it now? It's like 11:30 for you. It is 10 a.m. in the morning. Rise and shine. I'm just looking at some of the other stuff. Let's see. Morning. I'm checking my Discord while also trying to check the stream. Let the raptors explode as they deal damage on HP. You can also use healing artifacts like Moonblade. Interesting. So I saw, what's his name? Oh, guys, I gotta watch the ads. I'm gonna lose out on a chance for a free legendary. Yikes! All right, so I'm just gonna watch the ad here and wait for to see if anyone else joins the stream, because I don't want to go, okay, we're gonna stream and we're gonna do Lex the gameplay and then do Lex gameplay immediately, and anyone who comes in after has just missed it. So yeah, I mean, if you got any questions for me about the game, about myself, as long as they're not like super personal, I'll be happy to answer them, because it's really hard to do a stream if the chat just isn't chatting. If you ask me where I live or my social security number, I'm not answering. But if you want to ask me about, how I've been, or things I like, or music, or anything, really, I mean, you can ask me about that. All the money you got already gone? No. I haven't made back everything I've spent yet. I'm on my way. So I made like $55 so far, and Lex's gears was $10. The pass was $15. Premium was $10, and then those gems that I bought for the Christmas sale, that was $20. So I've made back everything I've spent there, but not everything that I spent to speed up my progress to the point where I can make entertaining content. Because that's in like the couple hundreds, but that is something that I will be able to make back over time. So, yeah. I'm planning on having some bigger videos come out soon. I mean, since you're here, I guess the biggest videos I got going are, I want to do a video about the free-to-play player situation, about the free-to-play artifacts, and the reason I actually went to sleep at like 1:30 last night was because I was redoing the script, and I was just looking at like things to add here and there. Another video that people have really requested is a free-to-play player series, and I'm going to do that, I think. The plan was to start it in 2026, but I'm actually going to start it... I'm probably going to start the account today, because it's Supergirl season, which means that if I play Arena, the first character I'm getting is Supergirl, Multiverse Supergirl, which is kind of the default for my account. Like, man, I got to stay true, man. I got to prove a point. What kind of fan am I if I'm not the no one blazer? What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Good start, I guess. Yeah, for sure. Hey, hello. Hey, Theo. What's up? Alright, I'm watching the ads on my iPad, and I'm just chatting while I get through the ads to see if I could get anything good from it. But the problem is the audio is all over the place, because my audio is all the way down, but it's still quite loud, and every ad has to turn on the sound again, so I have to mute it each time. But yeah, I'm just chilling with you guys right now. Will you make the new account on stream? I was thinking about it, but probably not, simply for the fact that I'm gonna make it on my PC. And I have to do certain things about that. And also, I want to record a face cam for it to actually, like, for the, like, new player series. So I think just recording it, like, after the stream is done is probably the better move. Because it's going to be a little bit difficult to do some episodes live, and then some recorded. So I think the free-to-play players thing might just be completely recorded. Maybe. Because the problem is, right now, I have my OBS pulled up on my computer, and I'm screen mirroring on my iPad, which means that I can very easily see what's going on and see that the stream should be working fine and switch anything on OBS if I need to. And my laptop is monitoring the stream. But if I have my PC playing the game, the streaming just becomes a little bit harder. So that's probably just going to be recorded. I think I know how to play Lex. Gotta wait for funds to reach 1,000, then spam special 2, and then summon... Raptor after reaching 1,000. This is with no Killer Frost, unfortunately. Yeah, I think the way that's worked for me, the way that I've played Killer Frost so far, or Lex so far, is basically just tag in Lex, kind of just wait until you get 1,000 funds. Actually, no. Do a couple special twos, to stack the 900% lethal damage. Wait till you get 1,000 funds, and then go tag in the Raptors. And just keep bullying the opponent, and then blow it up before you leave, I guess. And advice: get a middle part haircut. You will not get in the eyes anymore. No, like whenever it like grows out, it kind of does this swoosh thing, which I quite like. So I just kind of like it like this. My hair is also just all over the place because the goal of my haircut is actually to try and get the Constantine thing going. So like this. And just have it, like, stick up naturally so that it swishes like that. I think I can get that effect if I was, like, to use, like, products, like maybe some gel or some cream mousse. But, yeah. So, I mean, while we're waiting, I'm just watching all the ads right now because I don't want it to clock over to 12 and then not be able to get the rewards. What if we actually pull something? That'd be crazy. But it's not impossible. But yeah, while we're waiting here, aside from Lex, is there any team or character you guys want me to use today, or anything specific? I look Imma, well, yeah. I mean, I have a Linkin Park hoodie, dude. My favorite album is My Chemical Romance is The Black Parade. Like, come on. And I play guitar. So, like, you know. Yeah, so, I've been getting the emo thing all my life, dude. Yeah, but is there anything you guys want to see in particular? Because I am going to be taking requests. I don't know how long this stream is going to go, because I do need to eat food, and usually I would have something ready to make at home, or have something that would be cooked up by my parents. Not today. We need to go buy food, but that's when my sister wakes up, and that could be like 1 o'clock. But the plan for today's stream is probably solo raid fights, maybe a little bit of Champions Arena. And, well, we'll just have to wait for the arena season to clock over. Use Primal Swamp Thing. Unfortunately, I don't have Primal Swamp Thing built, and yesterday I tried it, it didn't go well, so. Yeah, I don't know. I probably should build some Primal Swamp Thing, considering he's the best character in the game. King without Raven. That's interesting. Do you have any artifact in particular you want to see with that? Because, I mean, outside of King Raven, I kind of use King with Black Adam and Zatanna because Puppet's broken right now. But usually I don't use King without Raven because really I don't think he can do it without Raven. He can do some percentage health damage, but other than that, not really. Alright, one more ad, guys. Just one more. Trust me. Bear with me. We'll get to the bald man soon. I'm getting a bunch of casino ads because I downloaded one of the casino games to farm gems. No, I am I am DMC. Okay, so I don't know how strong DMC King is. I'll be honest. DMC King with Raven is actually pretty weak because for some reason Twin Blade is just so much stronger with incoming damage. Primal Swamp Thing, Predator, Batman, an Unbreakable Cyborg, best team. Use this team. I mean, Predator Batman's actually not too bad. But, no, I don't know. Let's go Primal Swamp Thing, Unbreakable Cyborg, and Sonic Black Canary, boys. That team will never lose a match. My chat's too high. I don't know why it's like this. I'm going to move it down like this. Alright. Time to... No, not... Why'd I go to the offer wall? Alright, guys. Do you think we're going to get anything good at all from from this? Oh, wow. Free Reforged, I guess. I guess that's decent. Man, oh, man, that cough is bad. Alright, let's see. Yeah, my wish was fulfilled. Yes, I'm requesting Captain Cold Shards, alright? Don't judge me. I actually kind of need them, I'm not gonna lie. I unironically need Multiverse Captain Cold Shards. No. Are you talking about using Predator Batman's Primal Swamp Thing and Cyborg, or are you talking about the DMC thing? Why does this lag the game so much, guys? Come on, I'm just trying to claim some shards. No, I can't even show you. Yeah, I'm missing shards for... What's his name? Lord Joker, Captain Cold, and Mythical Wonder Woman. And then the rarer ones. So... Hawkman and Primal Swamp Thing. Because Girl of Steel, Hawkman, and Primal Swamp Thing don't drop from solo raids because they're newer gold. Same thing with Batwoman the Drowned. But, what's it called? But I went out of my way to max out Batwoman the Drowned because arguably best character in the game. And I did it with Girl of Steel Supergirl too because, you know, no one Glazer. A little bit of a lower viewership to start the stream, which it always kind of happens because I haven't done anything interesting yet. I've just been sitting here talking while I watch ads. Yeah, so let's go. I guess it's time to go play some solo raids. I'm trying to think here. Because I don't really want to use Lex right out the gate. But I don't really want to know who to use today. Who will come in the challenges today? Just no clue. There's usually some leaks, but I haven't heard anything yet. Alright. I feel like using Puppet King today, actually. So, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh yeah, guys, look. Look at what level my Lex is. It's Silver Banshee? Okay. For the normal challenge, you know who the versus challenge is by chance? Said I really need Batwoman. She should be coming around. Ugly dog in a cape. I'm just quoting something, right? I love crypto, man. Bro, why is it so hard to find things? Alright, so we got Puppet, or Zatanna, and my boy, the baldest man alive, Black Adam. Why did I say Lex Luthor? Let's put the dagger on him. One day. GNG. Dude, I am so out of internet culture, I have no idea what acronyms are. My man, was it a good choice to buy a $10 gear pack for Lex? I mean, good choice is subjective. But generally speaking, yes, I would say. Because here's the thing, Lex actually seems to be pretty strong. He's a little clunky right now, but he is definitely, by no means, is he a pushover. And also, if you're going to buy anything in the game, buying gears is probably the best option. Also, good thing you bought the $10 version and not the $30 version. The $30 gears are an absolute scam. Never buy them. But the $10 gears are pretty good. Yes. Yeah, alright. I would say so. Lex is actually pretty hard to play without the gears because his money generation kind of depends on the gears. Because he like doubles the speed at which he generates money with gears. Also, I don't actually think I can combo interrupt Catwoman. I don't think it's happening, guys. So. Alright, she went for a low attack on that one. Alright, look, I have a gemstone stack active, okay? Like, it doesn't really matter. I'm trying to do percentage health damage. I need to burn her. Alright. Hold up, bear with me. I'm just being bad at the game real quick. Lex rework released in Jan, at least that's what I'm hoping. I don't think he needs to be reworked, I think he just needs to be fixed up. Because right now, like, I like the idea of Lex. It's just that his attack pattern is super clunky, and the AI can block it. But his mechanic, I think, is a good one. I like the mechanic. Like, don't get me wrong there. Alright, I'm gonna do that. That's right. She doesn't have... what's it called? Alright. I tagged in Zatanna thinking I had Puppet active. Show build of Orm and Batman Ninja Grodd. I don't have Grodd build, but I'll show you my Orm build after this for sure. Mechanic is fine. The moveset, man. Yeah. No, like, the idea of Lex is great. He stays in the fight. He has the shield to protect him. You build up money. And then eventually he bullies the opponent with the Raptors. It's a great mechanic, and it makes the character feel very unique. Except it's just a completely, like, buggy mess right now because the AI can block it, making him very hard to play with. I never paid money for this game, but do you think it's worth it for Lex? If you mean buying a character outright, no. If you mean buying the gears, if you're going to buy anything in the game, buy the gears for very specific characters. And I would say, like, Beast Boy, Scorpion, DC Universe Superman, and Lex, as it stands, no, I wouldn't say it's worth buying Lex's gears just because he's, you know, kind of buggy right now and clunky. Maybe in the future. Wait, since when was that a thing? Are you referring about the gears helping the punch? Yeah, so Lex, when you have all 10 of his gears, or 5 of his gears, he increases his fun generation by 5. And at 3 stars, he gets funds, like 5 funds every second he's in the fight. So having gears basically doubles that. Every second a Raptor is in the fight, he loses some funds. He loses 5 funds. So you're basically doubling the time you can use the Raptors. I don't think I got this. Come on. Come on. He didn't crit. He didn't crit. You useless piece of garbage, King. Come on. Ah, that sucks. That's all sure. Passives not being on Lex is ebb, but it's manageable. Yeah, sure. NDC Universe Superman. Yeah. Does Lex work without Beta Club, Gemstone, or Raven? Yes. I saw someone do Kamidogu Dagger with him yesterday. Useless, man. He had one job, King. Such a disappointment. Oh, actually, is DCU still a top character after the nerf to the percentage damage cut? Yeah. Like, you'll probably need a little bit more to one-shot with him, but he's still one of the best characters in the entire game. Uh, like, genuinely, he's ridiculous. Up there with Beast Boy and Scorpion. He's still top 3. He's arguably still the best character in the game, even without the damage bug. Yo, guys, you know what I think I realized I can do today? We're going to use the Suicide Squad team. Man, that really sucks. If I was just a little bit more aware of setting up Puppet King, had a little bit higher passive stats, if he just crit a little bit more, he would have been fine. Let's go Twin Blade. Yeah, he still does mill on specials and basic attack damage. Yeah. He can also make himself unhittable, and he's got, like, incoming damage. And if you have Twin Blade, he's still a menace. So, even without the bug, he's still arguably the best character in the entire game. Yeah, so Lex without Gemstone is interesting. I saw Moon one-shot Lex, one-shot with Lex without gears, but he did, I think, have max passive stats and did have Gemstone. So Lex might be able to do it without gears, but we have to wait and see. What was I looking for? My Gemstone, right? For passive stats? That's what I was looking for. Right? Yes. Are you for real about Lex having gears boosting funds? Yeah. Like, it says so in the set bonus. I'll find it right now. Where is he? Where's the bald man? Mr. Bald Man, level 69. Oh, right here. Plus 5 funds per second. And at 3 stars, he gets 6 funds per second every time someone else is in the fight. He gets 10 funds every time he's in the fight. And then he loses 5 funds. Actually, so no, I was a little bit wrong there. It's not double. It's like an extra boost, though. It's a very noticeable boost. Alright, we're gonna go. It's 5 to 6 if you have him out of the fight. It's 10 if he's in the fight, which is definitely like still doable, but you might have less time to do damage. So, yeah, no, Lex is definitely a character that needs a little bit of gears here and there. Alright. Yo, guys, it's the Suicide Squad team. When's the last time you saw this? I can't believe... Dude, that's so annoying, dude. If I just got a little bit luckier with the crits, or played a little bit better, I would have been fine. But no. Well, look what it got me. I'm not into unstable woman, Selena. Ugh. I hate how hard she has to combo interrupt. I'm gonna lose Gemstone because of it. And, of course, the frames. Yeah, it's gonna super move. Guys, the Suicide Squad team is so good. You don't understand. Now, I mean, like, having a level 5 to 6 passive after promoting him to make use of the alts. Yeah. I think his max is 10 for the passive for, like, other teammates. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I probably should have run with something that could disable her passes. We should be able to do this. This should be, like, no issue. But, really annoying, alright? Yeah, 2 million damage. We got this. We got the numbers for it, at the very least. Yep. I'm gonna lose Gemstone, but we got it. Suicide Squad team, everyone. I think you mean, why have you ever seen it? Like Dark Metal Kitten DMC King? I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Alright, boys. I made all for the Balti, so I have to make sure I make use of him. Yeah. Alright. We are going to run the Bald Man. Oh, my Orm build. So for my boy in chat here, Orm has specific crit damage, so I went with this. Is crit chance, the way I build my crit chances is if the character has 10% base, the 5th gear slot gives them a max base of 27, and then I throw 2 rares on the at crit chance, 2 lethals on the epics, 2 epics on the, what's it called? 2 epics on the, on fast attack chance, and then nothing else because he has a gear set bonus for fast attack chance. Defense, again, is a base of 10%, so the base of the helmet makes it 37, 19 times 2, 38, plus 37, 75. And then I throw resistances on all of my characters, and then I throw attack on everything else. If you're wondering about my talents, I have crit damage, and then I have 1 rare crit damage, 1 epic crit damage. This is because I don't need armor pierce on him. If I need armor pierce on the character, I'll just max out their crit damage elsewhere. But yeah, the only thing I would change about this build is the 4% attack. If I could get 10% attack or 30% lethal damage, that would probably be the final of the build. And I have a little bit of armor pierce on him because, you know, I don't know, maybe if I ever want to use him with Twin Blade, I guess. 18 viewers. That's pretty good. All right, guys. We're gonna use the bald man now, all right? I think I'll show the DC Universe Superman build after this. But I saw Kami Dogu Dagger. So I'm going to try without Raven. But I cannot play Lex without Killer Frost right now. Because his attack pattern is just too clunky for me not to play Killer Frost here. Show the crit damage again. You can max it without the talents, I think. Yeah. Where did I put him? Where did I put him? Where is he? Oh, yeah. So, wrong thing. Show on gears also of Orm. Yeah. So my crit damage is like right here. The alternative, right, is 2 extra rares. So then I get 130% for rares, or yeah, 135% for rares, which goes over the cap a little bit. But I just put the crit damage on the talent just because I don't really know, man. I'd rather have another attack slot. We need to add more lethals for power generation. I mean, it's 56% lethal. Also, I only have a little bit of health there. I don't know why I have health on him. I probably should be attack because I don't really need health. It might just be to keep the shield up. But yeah, generally speaking, I like percentage stats on my talents, on my epic rolls, and then crit damage usually gets the epic because most characters have a base of 150. Also, hey, Rudy. What are you up to at, like 87 mil threat now? I think I saw the Reddit post the other day. I didn't know you were left research. I had to put those two things together. But yeah, I saw someone use Kamidogu Dagger plus Classic Flash plus Brainiac and then combo interrupt with the Raptors, but I'm not confident with that, man. So, bro is getting gems. I also don't think they activated the Flash buff. You can max out with talents, then 4% on attack talents, and end up with more attack in total. Maybe, but I mean, I just don't want to interact with the talent system at this point. It's fine. I'll live. Plus, I'm not at the point where I can start swinging like a reckless amount of credits around. Also, I like how they put up the offer wall though, 250%. They're so stingy with the offer walls. Because the max I've ever seen is 300%, but it's so rare. I saw it for Halloween. That's the only time I saw it. Oh, wait. Amulet of Shalnock, or whatever it's called. I'm looking for one more passive stat thing. Alright. 20 people watching. Are we ready to bully? Are we ready to bully Enchantress with the bald man? Depends on your base here. If you get more than 240% attack, so A7 Legendary is golden attack would be more worth it. Yeah, I only have him at Ascended 1, so. But you're at a center one better off with the build you have right now. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for because I know that you're very aware of all the math and all the building of stuff. But yeah, no, attacking used to be useless. I've been playing this game for like I played it back in 2017, and everybody was like, attack is useless. It's so bad. And back then it was, because it was 4% attack of the base, and the base just wasn't worth it at that point, because they were so low. But now things have changed, so basically what you do with Lex is you just stay in the fight. I stack all of the lethals. I do it with one special 1 at fun level, or one special 2 at fun level 1, and then 3 specials at fun level 3. Interesting thing about Lex is, even though he uses money and not power, he actually can generate power for other characters, so. I'm gonna tag in Killer Frost here. Yeah, you ever like how the AI never does what you need it to do? Oh, Amulet of Shaunok. Hey, thank you. Another bald man. Gonna play one pip with Orm after this. Yeah, I mean, probably. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Yep, Ascension's changed that. Yeah, Ascension's, I think, is... I don't know, it's both a good change and a bad change, in my opinion. Because on one hand, yes, I understand, you know, the class Ascension mechanics are actually really fun. Why are you like this, Enchantress? You have one job, and all I want out of you is just not to be annoying for 5 seconds. Alright. Killer Frost, you tank this. Alright. Yeah, I really have fun with some tech class Ascensions. Like, dude, Mr. Freeze class Ascended is genuinely one of the most fun things that I can, like, use. And it made Batman Ninja Batman usable. Am I doing this right? Right. Dun 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 dun. I guarantee the lethal. Yeah, I'm not combo interrupting Enchantress. I'm not gonna lie. 18-8. Bonk, 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 bonk. And I can start up another full combo. 18-8. Yeah. Alright, up to 1,000%. Let's make sure we get the lethal up, boys. 18-8. What does the special one do? It guarantees lethal attack chance. So, it's 100% lethal attack chance. Huh? Huh? Excuse me? What? Why is the damage so low? Huh? I mean, he was doing crazy numbers with Raven yesterday, but that's Raven. Is it my passive stats? It's weird. Even Arcane has great use in invasions, and the extra, or in league raids with no passive stat, extra attack time. I don't like the orb system, though we gotta get more ways to get universe orbs and inter orbs for beginners, yeah. I do like it, because, like, once you get to 7 stars, before it was just kind of like, what do I do now? Ascension is also a way for them to make a ton more money, by the way. Because to get a character from, like, 1 stars to 4 stars is, to get a character, a new legendary to 7 stars is $400 US. Like, if you were just to buy them outright, it's so much more. It's like, it's 1,100 for a full Ascension character. Fun level? Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, I understand now. I didn't swap the fun level to blow it up. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Because Lex is still new, I'm still learning him. Alright, so, do you want me to use Gemstone with Orm, my boy in chat? Because I understand not everyone has Gemstone yet, so... no, it feels a little bit unfair. Also, I just threw away Killer Frost. Alright, we got this. What's her name? Where is she? Where is she? We'll find her. Where is she? The one that... The one in a bodysuit. Alright, where is she? Sorry, that's how I described her. Changing the fun level makes him do more damage. I'm not 100% sure. I think it blows up more damage. I could be wrong about that. Alright, I'm gonna try and use Crown Orm today. Now, this is more relatable for other people. Because I could technically use Gemstone. Technically. But yeah, not everyone has Gemstone yet. When I use DC Universe Superman with my Classic Flash and Batman Ninja Garage, I super move. And after super move with DC Flash and then DC Universe, the power doesn't generate for DCU. Why? Are you talking about the red bar or the normal bar? The red bar can sometimes be bugged, and you have to tag him in and out again to refix the thing. So, I ran into that issue a while back. We're going to use Gemstone on Grodd, just because I'm basically never going to tag Grodd in for the entirety of the fight, and I don't want Gemstone, excuse me, to mess up with the actual results of the fight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure blowing it up at a higher level does more damage, but that's interesting. I did like 1.3 billion with Raven the other day. Enchantress, can you not be annoying for 5 seconds? Alright. That power generation seems a little slow. That doesn't look right. But luckily we have Crown. So if you're wondering why I threw out the special 3 early there, it's because it disables the block. Which means that Enchantress is slightly less annoying. Because now she can't block spam, and I can immediately hit her the moment she gets up. He's not worried, bro. He's Orm. Oh, man. Wee. Yep, power refund. Tag Girl of Steel in. I missed the special, but that doesn't matter because I still was able to actually get the damage buff, and that's all that really matters to me right now. Bonk, 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 bonk. One more special 1 will do it, and now we got her. And yeah, if you're wondering why my Orm can stack all the way up to 20, it's because I have him at 7 stars, which means his passive is maxed out, which means that I can do everything I need to in 1 special. If you have a level, an Orm that's a lower star rating, you're going to struggle because it's bugged right now and you can't stack more than the first special. Enchantress is so annoying, though, that even though she doesn't have much going on her dev, most leagues use her this split because of her AI. That's crazy. Now, I'm not really an Invasions player, but that's wild. The fact that she has literally no decent passives, but gets used just because of how annoying she is wild. And actually, I'm going to start building full combo here for the damage. This is going to be a close call. I think I got this. I think. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Twilight, what's up? I'm doing alright. A little bit tired. Had a rough night sleeping, because I've just struggled sleeping. But I got an nasty cough, but I'm doing alright. Normal bar, bro. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in that case. Orm. Please, you have 1 job. 1 job, dude. I don't actually know if it's worth building full combo. Okay. It's going to be really close. It depends on whether or not he crits. So, actually, Rudy, or, I don't, because I know you by 3 different names. I know you by Left Research, I know you by Rooted, and I know you by Emo. Or, I think that's what your name is. I'm gonna, dude, please. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close. Whether or not I have time to do this, actually, it's really what it comes down to. You gotta be kidding me. Email is fine. Alright, so how are you feeling about the new update? Of course. I should have just used your... One is Discord, one is YouTube, one is Reddit. Yeah. But how are you feeling about the new update and the free-to-play artifact situation? Because I actually really like the idea of the update, because, you know, the reason I got Gemstone is literally just because I was literally restricted to playing the same teams over and over again without the artifact, and it was going to be really hard to make content. But a lot of players are upset about not being able to get like stuff like Twin Blade and Dark Metal cards. Bro, we failed to one-shot. The game crashed. Alright, I had a fight Enchantress, we failed to one-shot, and then the game crashed. Because I didn't crit. Netherrealm. Chat miss. Is Scorpion's Claw good? I don't think so. At least not yet. As it stands, I don't think it's really good. It might be reworked, but as far as I'm aware, not really the best artifact in the world. Alright, well, because the game is currently bugged and I can use multiple characters across different things, we're gonna try and use Lex elsewhere. Actually, no. I'm gonna play on ice because it's got 2 billion health bosses. So I tried Kamidogu Dagger Bro, and it didn't work. So I don't know. I may or may not have failed to fight her yesterday. We don't talk about it, alright? Have I missed anything in the first 43 minutes? I watched ads while talking to chat a bit. I played Lex Luthor with Kamidogu Dagger, and he didn't really do much. And also I failed to one-shot with Crown Orm because he didn't crit fighting Enchantress, and the game proceeded to crash. So, a pretty eventful first 43 minutes. How's your day going, man? Alright, we're gonna use... Alright. I'm gonna try Lex Luthor without gears. Now, he used Gemstone. I'm talking about Moon, because that's what I saw. Game dev was laughing so hard they had to log out, bruh. Alright, so we're gonna use Gemstone Lex, right? I'm sorry, without the full gears, the way he looks, bro, I'm just saying, I'd be a little bit worried. Because that looks a little bit concerning, I'm not gonna lie. Ugly dog in a cape. I'm looking for my Norris Snow Globe. Why isn't my comment showing? I don't know, it should. The only thing that I have is the stream elements like default chat. So why something wouldn't show, I don't know. Because I don't know what it considers like allowed to show and not allowed to show. Wrong thing. So also sup Moon? Yeah. Alright. Also no guys, I still don't have the split rewards. Wait, no, why her? I'm gonna try and do what you did, Moon, right? My passive stats are a little bit lower. But we're gonna try and use Brainiac here. And Killer Frost. I'm sorry, there's no world in which I'm playing Lex without Killer Frost at this point. Also, Supergirl's Berserk. Did you check my gameplay? Yeah, I saw it. So, I'm gonna try and replicate it here. I have lower passive stats, but we're gonna try no gears Lex, and I don't think it's possible without Gemstone. So, we'll have to see. I mean, if he can do it without Gemstone, it's still probably pretty decent. Like, because Gemstone's a very strong artifact, but even some of the strongest characters in the game need Gemstone. Like, need gears, even with Gemstone. So, alright, we got the bald man here. Alright, so first things first, I gotta build up some funds. And, I need to stack the lethal damage for Lex. I bonked my head there. Yeah, luckily I can do this and just spam combo. I wonder if when he's fixed, if I could just infinite combo with him. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to infinite combo. So that'll be interesting to see. Also, like a true genius, I forgot to switch the fun level. 12th level intellect over here. Oh, of course. We're gonna tag in Brainiac. Alright. We're gonna stack some lethal with Brainiac. Yeah, I mean, Lex is... I still am having a lot of fun with Lex. I think he's a really great concept for a character. He's just incredibly clunky right now. But I think when he's fixed, he's definitely got the numbers to be really good. There we go, that's full Lex generation. So... I'm gonna stack the rest of the lethal here while we wait for him to power generate a little bit. So how's everyone's day going so far, and how are we feeling about the state of the game right now? Oh, man. Alright, so we got the Killer Frost stuff stacked fully. And this should be... Yep, that's full lethal. Alright. Sacrifice Killer Frost here. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Alright, I'm just gonna spam here. Just hope the shield holds up until I can get to 1,000 funds here. Also, if you tag in the Raptors and don't immediately go for a like swipe attack, then you're kind of cooked.
I'm not even tired.
I'm having a great day. I'm having a great day. Alright. Hey, look, I love Supergirl, but come on, bro. Yeah, no gears against a Berserk boss is kind of difficult. I hate everything, man. I can't even clear this level. Amazing. Yep. Yeah, and there's nothing I could have really done there either, because I was trying to build up the funds, so I didn't want to use it to freeze her. I could have probably tagged out, but at the same time... So the problem is, it gives her a window to counterattack because they can snap into a block, and also her heat vision cuts through the shield. So, I mean, yep. Yep. And unfortunately, we get absolutely annihilated. And I also don't know if I can clear any level today, because I want to clear a level. And maybe get some kind of drops. Oh, I cleared this. Yeah, absolutely amazing, everyone. Don't you just love to see it? Don't you just love to see it? I don't know, man. Like, I still like the concept of Lex, but how are you going to release a character in this state? I mean, I don't know, man. So I'm going to try it again, but no passive stats here. Not passive, I mean, lower passive stats here, and no 2 billion health boss. Yeah, I just don't know, man. Maybe I should have fought a Berserk boss, but... I mean, I tried to go back to back on her, because it happened yesterday, too. What am I looking for again? Oh, Father Box, I think. I'm sorry, I would try to talk more usually, but kind of nasally. I like the update. Overall, someone who has paid to win the premium pass makes my life easier, and the vault are great in the first day of the update. I got 2 more pay-to-win artifacts from SR than in my 16 months. The increase to the SR mats and the T7 XP capsules were great changes. I like the new HUD once they fix the bug with it. I like the new Dawn of Apocalypse artifacts with the reworked, since all of them were a buff. Yeah, I love the idea of the update. I love the reworked artifacts. I love, like, the premium idea. I love being able to switch through everything. The only problem is getting rid of the free-to-play artifacts and the bugs right now, because the free-to-play artifacts are kind of rough, especially for newer players. Because it's like my biggest video, right, is 7.2k views. It broke 7k the other day. And it's using its top 7, like... She's freeze resistant. It should be fine. I probably shouldn't have the passive stats for this. But all of those, right, are using, like, free-to-play artifacts, like Crown, Godkiller, Dark Metal cards, Puppet. And now, like, the way that people have played the game, like, all of the guides on YouTube now are essentially null and void because they've just taken away those artifacts. And I kind of get what they're going for, because to me, right, I'm not too much of an Invasions player, but all of my Invasion stuff kind of feels like I need to just spam Puppet over and over again, or have a character that has Unhittable. And the idea of giving people more options instead of just spamming the same artifact over and over again, great idea. I just don't... There's just a little bit of stuff with the execution. I still, like, don't think this is a bad update by any means. I do think there are a couple missteps here and there, but once we fix and iron out the kinks, like, genuinely could be one of the best updates. Probably the best update of all time for this game. It could probably single-handedly save the game, realistically speaking. There are some issues, though. I don't like how they removed the Zora artifacts from solo raids and the free-to-play artifact from completing Tier 5, yeah. Like, at the very least, right? I feel like they should give the Tier 5 artifact for completing normal mode. Because, like, that's not going to break the game, and a lot of those artifacts are required for game progression. They should add, hey, they should add back both of them. There are some annoying bugs that ruin the best aspects of the updates, but I think when it's fixed, there will be a win overall. Yeah, probably. I care about Lex yet because I haven't played him myself. Once they fix his combos, he seems like a fun character. I think conceptually, Lex is a really interesting character. He's a very fun character. But yeah, I mean, like the fact that you can literally do all this stuff to him, and he's just get like block spam like this, and also his barrier gets folded. Twin blade is like Lex a tank or a damage dealer. I think he's supposed to be tanky. His main mechanic is summoning the minions, and the minions are supposed to be what does damage. But, I don't know, man. She's stun immune, though. That's the problem. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Stun immune, so no Killer Frost buff. Oh, finally got one singular stun. Huh? I don't know. It's decent damage, but he needs a lot of buffs. Yep, so that just means that I'm not going to be able to clear anything for any rewards today because I had to go and test out Lex Luthor like the absolute genius that I am. Probably gonna go back and do some Realm Clash. The decrease to credits in gear match wasn't needed either. It doesn't make much of a difference if you have 8 pips from rate premium. But if you are free to play, then it's flat out nerf. I think they were so they decreased it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure of why they would decrease it, because the too many resources thing kind of falls apart when you think about it as an argument. Because, like, bro, the people at Heroic 7 basically have completed the game. If they're consistently at Heroic 7, then they don't really need anything else in the game. So, it's really just an inconvenience, because now I just have to play a little bit more to max out a character I like. Is Squad? I already used Squad. So, yeah. Netherrealm doesn't always use logic. Yeah, Dawn of Apocalypse, Darkseid is awful to fight. I can't do anything. I wasted 5 people, not even to get him to half health. I never struggled like this. Yeah, Apollo. Yeah, dude, Darkseid, I think, was the first boss that they ever added to the game, like solo raid boss. So he's insanely stupid. Like, he's super difficult. Who do I want to use? You know what? I feel like playing Raiden today. Let's go Raiden, Raven. Ooh, nah. Where's my boy? Johnny C, baby. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. What is I looking for? Just League Dark. Johnny C, baby. I heard Darkseid's minion has 2 billion health now. I think I heard that from a couple different people. Like, the minions are just stupid. But I haven't seen a screenshot, so maybe it's fake. I mean, knowing NetherRealm, I genuinely would not be surprised. I'm not gonna lie. Because of the changeable solo raid and new arties, we all are wasting pips. As training mode is bugged. It's okay. We'll all get used to it. Yeah, probably. It just doesn't make sense. I just think that's what they went for. Yeah, I don't know, man. Because again, like, most of the people who are at the higher tier, they're like, I have every character I really need, right? I have every legendary character's gears maxed out. I have like multiple gold characters. I'm building silver characters. This is really just gonna be an inconvenience, but it's really weird because what is the point of this change? Oh, and I didn't choose Dawn of Apocalypse. Well, yeah, it's probably the worst solo raid. Maybe, I think. You can definitely make a case for Ancient Judgment, but I actually haven't had an issue with Dwayne. And the rest of the solo raid isn't too bad. Dawn of Apocalypse, I think, is just the hardest to make good content in, because you kind of can't mess around, because all the bosses are either freeze immune, stun immune, or have some other annoying mechanic going on. Yeah, I forgot about training mode once again. I like the concept, but the bug ruins it. All of my last videos were training mode, like, hey, I'm gonna try and one-shot here without gemstone in training mode and no passive stats. Not because I wanted to, but quite literally because I had to. I was forced to. I mean, it's a fun challenge, but at the same time, it's like, this is one of the modes that is arguably one of your most anticipated things, and you proceed to mess it up? I've also heard some people say that, like, passive stats work a little bit in training mode, where you get some attack and no health, because you can see that the health you don't get. Again, really weird thing, because how on earth does that happen? Jeez, Constantine, calm down. Holy crap. I'm a threat nerd, so I need those HODs max, lol. I've been grinding Dawn of Apocalypse for all 4 weeks. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you have it, you can literally have it for as long as you want. If I had something that breaks through block, it wouldn't be a problem. Every other boss and sub boss, 1 to 2 pips. I've wasted 5 doing pretty much nothing to Darkseid. Yeah, Darkseid's a brutal boss, man. I mean, if you have some percentage health damage dealers, you can start with that and like chip your way down. I hate his AI. It's generally awful. Plus, his minions had full HP and his specials do way too much damage. I don't know what they were doing when they made Darkseid, bro. Also, I need to point. This has got to be one of the weirdest things to me, and I don't know if, like, bro. Okay, take a look at this, okay? I just want to point this out. We still get the 15% chance to get a legendary character. Also, can we make it so it doesn't back me up all the way to like the screen, dude? Oh wait, hold up. Oh look, I misclicked. Look what happened. I gotta back out. I just need to point this out. Still a gold hero card. NetherRealm, you reworked Dawn of Apocalypse and all the artifacts, but you didn't just make Darkseid a droppable character in Dawn of Apocalypse. I'm so confused. Why would you keep that? That's gotta be the weirdest change I've ever seen. Alright, back to Realm Clash. Do I want to clean up Enchantress? You know, I'm probably just gonna go play Dawn of Apocalypse. Also, didn't realize you knew me from Discord and Reddit too. Haven't seen you in either of those before. So the thing is, my Reddit, right, is Fresh Sympathy. So I've commented on some of your posts, and I think I've seen some of your stuff. We've had some interactions. I know we've gone back and forth a couple times discussing things. My Reddit was made a while ago, so I didn't know you couldn't change the name. So that's why it's like that. But my Discord, I'm not 100% sure. So actually, no, I don't think I know you from Discord. I know you because of the Left Research thing, and I know you're a game account because I've seen like the email thing with like threat stuff whenever you post. So that's how I know that. All right, guys. Oh, this cough is so bad. Guys, I'm not gonna make it. Oh my god. Why do I do this to myself, guys? Also, I need to, bro, I don't understand how you do it, man, but how you manage to get your threat, like, right on the button with, like, the 87 mil on the dot thing, I don't understand, dude. That's crazy. Honestly, that's more impressive than the roster half the time. Yeah, I think it's a lower, like, energy stream. We got, like, an average of 20 viewers. There's still 20 people showing up to watch me, so that's really cool. So I gotta thank all you guys for that. I've today basically nothing happened because I threw away all of the pips. I literally threw away all of them just to try and test out Lex, and bro is still kind of inconsistent. Hold up, just give me a moment, guys. Where is my entropy Agus? There it is. I need some mint candy for cough relief. I might have bronchitis, actually. Because I always get bronchitis around the season, like acute bronchitis, where I don't have any other symptoms of being sick, but I have a really nasty cough every time it comes to winter season. Fair. I'm most active on Discord out of the 3, so I wouldn't be surprised, though. I mainly spend time on some fan servers rather than the official Injustice 2 one. Yeah, I opened Discord for the people that watch me, so it's been pretty fun. Had a little bit of rough patches here and there, but otherwise we kind of just share our drops and nerd out about the game and discuss various things. Hey, where's my God Killer? Alright. So, I am working on a couple different videos, so 25 people. I want to do a free-to-play player situation video. I actually went to sleep at 1:30 in the morning last night and woke up at 9:30 today, right before I started streaming, because I was working on it. I was working on revising a bit of the script, which is what I posted on the Reddit a while back. I also want to do a video about starting a new account, a free-to-play account, to see if the game's worth playing in 2026. Of course, I lose it just before it reactivates the thing. Just some simple math and patience. Yeah, more patience than me, man. Yeah, I've been doing the exact number of things every mil since 25 mil. I have people constantly asking me about it. Is Lex out in an hour, and will you be pulling for higher star rating? No. I think Lex is going to be out in an hour. Am I pulling for higher star? No. Well, first of all, I don't really pull for new characters. I kind of just wait for them to go on sale so I can have them as higher star rating. I'll probably be doing some of the Tapjoy offers because 250% right now. Also been watching on TV, only just commented, now showing love. Hey man, thank you. I think my viewership, right, is 50 something percent. What's it called? 50 something percent mobile device, and it's 20% TV. And I went, who on earth is watching me on a TV? What? And unemployment is a big part of it too. I mean, yeah, I don't have a job. I'm quite young, so 19 to be exact. So I'm just on winter break for college semester. I went, you know what? I don't know. I played this game a lot. Might as well make some content on it. I'll probably be able to get some return on investment, and I gotta chill with you guys. So, which is really fun, but also my voice is getting utterly annihilated day after day. Got 2 on my Xbox, that's why. That's wild. It's amazing. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah. I don't pull for new characters, star rating. I unlock them. Maybe 3 to 4 stars, but I kind of just wait. And without any sale, and a character that, for the most part, he's kind of broken right now, and not in the good way, it's not something I'm going to go looking for. Nah, talking about myself, that's why I knew those numbers. Guys, I'm so good at video games. Out of the 8 fights, I got 2 bosses down today. Amazing. There should really be some kind of do-over mechanic at least once a day, I think. What on earth is this? Oh. Okay, look, Charge chats are much worse than duos. I'm never going back. Yeah. Dude, I spent 60,000 gems just to get Mr. Freeze ascended. Bro. And I was like, oh, there's a sale. I might as well do it now. I feel bad because I haven't really like been donating too much lately. Especially on full price here. Like, I only did it because it was a sale. Alright. Look, just to show you guys, I'm not freeloading, okay? I'm not freeloading. I'm not freeloading. I'm probably going to do some of the casino offers on 250% to try and do something. Alright, which boss do you guys want me to fight? I tried Lex with Arkham Knight Batman, and Raven could barely max out the lethal damage and do anything with the Raptor. Yeah, I don't think Arkham Knight Batman would do too much there. I mean, he might buff up Lex, make him a little tankier, but yeah. About 100k to ascend JC with his shard chest. That would get me 2 max legendary with duos. I don't know what the drop rates for shard things are, but they feel so terrible, dude. Once I beat Darkseid and they decide to give us invasions, I'll have 19k gems. Yeah, and I probably just saved that. I'm hoping the winter sale is better. The January sale is better. New Year's, because, oh my goodness, the sale is kind of miserable. Also, bro, why would you put Killer Frost on sale for money and not even give any people, like, give players a chest option? She's been out for a year. She's one of the most requested characters, one of the most wanted characters. Couldn't even put her on a 25 gem % discount. Crazy work. Arkham Knight Batman for the health boost because no gears and while he's level 50. Yeah, I figured for the tankiness. Unfortunately, JC doesn't have good duos. All 2% for him, so Shard Chest was the best way. Yeah, that like I got the Constantine Shard Chest too, and I think I had a lot easier of a time getting Constantine to 7 stars than I did with what's Bro's name? Wait, Mr. Freeze. I don't know if Mr. Freeze has a good duo chest. The one that comes to mind is the Brainiac Mr. Freeze chest. But I don't really want to go out of my way to spend gems for Brainiac. I could have gotten Killer Frost, man. Life would have been so much easier. Killer Frost makes things so much easier. Just got Suicide Squad early. Alright, boys. What boss do you want me to see me fight? Once I get that, no, I can cook with DC Universe Superman and some other characters. Yeah. I mean, I think classic Superman plus Grodd plus Flash is the go-to move. Just gonna brute force him? Can we brute force him? Yeah, I'm gonna brute force him. I'm sorry about the cough. It's really nasty. But if we're wondering here, I am probably streaming tomorrow. I'm not streaming Thursday because it's Christmas. I'll probably be streaming Friday and then Saturday, and I'll take Sunday off. Yeah, it should be fine, right? What could go wrong? Big dumb monkey. I hope nobody finds that offensive. It's a parody, all right. That's what one of the characters says in the 1v1 in the console game. I think Green Arrow's like, you big dumb monkey, and Grodd's like, there's 3 incorrect words in that sentence. Is the Mega Rod any good? I haven't played with it myself, but I've heard the rework is actually pretty decent. I probably should focus here. I'm gonna make myself unhittable because I know he does a lot of damage, and it just makes life easier. Plus, I got the power generation to do it. I'm starting to feel like the devs just don't want players to be happy. Got Red Hood for finishing Heroic 2. Dude, I've been playing this game since it was released. I'm telling you, it is 100 times better now than it was then. Like, genuinely. You want to know, like, and a lot of people were mad about, like, not having solo raids for a little bit. Bro, that's how the game used to be. You used to only be able to play arena, and you had to farm campaign for resources. Trust me, I've been here. I know what it's like, alright? But, yeah, a lot of the updates have actually been really good, but there are a lot of... I got messed up, bro. I got messed up by the power bar generation thing. How do you mess that up, bro? It's so off-putting. Alright, I should be fine here. Got the flash buff going, and I can make myself unhittable. But yeah, some of the decisions the dev makes are just really questionable to me sometimes. Alright, we got this. Oh man, why is it so brutal? Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do some league raid stuff, and then probably just wait for the newest arena season to clock over, and then probably do a little bit there because I do want to hit like 1 billion points for this season, maybe 2 billion. I have to prove a point about who my favorite character is, so I always get like rank 1 for the Supergirl season, the multiverse Supergirl season. Yeah. So some DC Universe Superman gameplay for all of you. Oh my god, it's getting buried. Alright. Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, sure. Sure, bro. Sure. Uh-huh. Hmm. Who do we use here? Who do I want to use? I mean, my go-to team is just Batwoman the Drowned. We can do that. Why Constantine show up there for a second? Hmm. Oh, wait. We have Beast Boy. It's fine. I hate Reverse Flash. He's really annoying. I'm not putting up with bro. Alright? Bro's getting cooked. Yeah, throw Brainiac in there. Just put some steroids on him anyway. So I tried to put artifacts on my characters to see what their threat got up to. I'm hovering around the 60 to 65 mil range right now. Kind of wanted to get to 6-7 like million threat just because people I never hear the end of it. Hey man, Min Lee I think is how you pronounce that. Again, I'm really bad with names. Right, I probably should have started with Manta, and I forgot to change that, but it's fine. What's up, man? How are we doing today? All right, except for the really nasty cough. I gotta go record videos after this, dude. I gotta go actually do the like voiceover for the free-to-play player situation video. All right. So long and good night, Mr. Reverse Flash. I'm stuttering here. Goodbye, Thon. So long. Good night. See ya. Nobody liked you. Alright? Annoying little piece of garbage. And we're gonna finish with a jump attack. I can't wait to get Suicide Squad Harley to 7 stars, guys. It's gonna be so amazing. Best character in the game. Guys, should I open the Break the Ice duo chest? Should I? Should I? I don't think I should. But as a running joke, maybe. No hazard dot here. What do we use? My boy Johnny C. We'll run Raven. And nah. Yes? No. Freeze immune. Just run Primal Swamp Thing, bro. I mean, Elder Swamp Thing. Oh, it's over. I'll see you guys in the afterlife. Bro, this cough is terrible. Yeah, if you guys got any questions for me, anything at all, I mean, I'm happy to answer. Gameplay related, or if you just want to ask the question you would ask like a friend. Nobody's ever asked me. People have yet to ask me, hey, yo, like, what's your favorite food, or what music you listen to? And I've been waiting for those questions because I'd be happy to answer like those kind of chill questions, but I just haven't gotten them yet. Have you ever tried putting a few artifacts to see what your max roster threat? What was it? Trying to accurately put all my artifacts on, like, you know, I have a level 2 puppet, and I went, well, that's probably what I would use with Beast Boy puppet. Yeah. My, like, normal threat, right, without actually properly equipping artifacts on everyone, is like 60 mil, or like 61 mil. Boosting it with artifacts is like 65 mil. What's your least favorite food? Least favorite? I don't know. I have a weird relationship with eating in general. I kind of just find it a waste of time, so I kind of speed run eating. But the problem is, your body isn't really designed to speed run eating. So I usually end up, like, burping a lot, or kind of just feel uneasy for a bit, like heartburn. I don't know. I really don't like hot dogs. I don't know what it is. Something about it just goes, But, alright. I'm going to try and stack as much damage against target with Puppet as I can here. Johnny C. Come with me, and we'll be... I mean, I've been craving cheesesteaks. I don't like cheesesteaks, man. I might do another roster showcase. Because I've gone from like 50 mil, which the last time I showcased it, to like 60 something mil. I'm nasally. I'm pretty congested this season of the year. Let's go up to 600%, I think. For damage against target. 65 is a lot, especially for someone who cares about gameplay more than threat. Oh yeah, I mean, like, my whole thing is just like I max out the characters that were necessary. I max out the characters I like, and then I try to get all of the legendaries to 7 stars. I'm not too worried about, like, Ascension. I just kind of want to max out their passives to show off for, like, gameplay reasons. Alright, Constantine, let's see what you can do, bro. I just got a phone call for someone. I didn't even hear it because I have my headphones on. Come on. Come on. We got this. Dude, I love Constantine so much, dude. Oh, what a monster, man. Bonk. Mortal Kombat vs. DC. I have not. There's a lot of games I actually want to play. Some on stream, even. I'd still be interested in doing an Arkham series playthrough. Because I know about the Arkham games, but I just never had a console or a PC as a kid, so I could never play them. And I bought them when they were on sale, like, last year, and I never touched them. I also would love to play, like, Lego Batman. Like the first couple. But I don't know if those are on Steam, or if I need to find something to play them with. What's the good Batman Ninja team? For Arena and Champions Arena, Batman Ninja, Batman, Robin, and... Catwoman, Robin, and Grodd is what you see. For solo raids, Robin, and then Batman. You need Robin because he gives you lethal damage. Without that lethal damage, the Batman Ninja team doesn't work. Batman Ninja and Batman is usually the damage dealer for puppet spam reasons. And, I don't know. Usually it's used with, like, another support character, like a Black Adam or a Classic Flash, or a, even, like, a Zatanna. I'm currently looking at the foreign knife to have fun, some fun with it in, our, solo raids, I think. Looks insanely strong. I've heard that it would probably be very strong. Some people are saying it's going to make everyone EPI. And EPI, I don't know what went into her values, but she is ridiculous. The amount of damage she pulls out makes no sense. But it'd be really fun to see if that works on other characters. I'm really excited to use it on a Flash character because I feel like consecutive hits with a Flash character would probably be pretty easy. I don't care if you've seen some gameplay of it before. I think I saw something like recommended, but I didn't watch it simply for the fact that it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and so. Just give me a second. I need to do something real quick. So I'm back, guys. All right, we were discussing the food situation, and I was like, "Oh, I thought it's 11:30 right now," and I went, "Oh well, I predicted my sister to be awake at like 1 o'clock, so I should be streaming for like 3 hours ish." So that is what we have discussed. So this stream is going until 1. It's probably not going any longer over that, but until 1 at the very least. I mean, or I should say like at the maximum. Alright, let's see. What can we do here? Because it's going to be 30 minutes before the arena season clock's over. So, so far I've only seen it on DC Universe Superman, who is a beast with everything, so it's hard to judge. But the damage was higher than what Beta Club usually gets. That's pretty intense. That's pretty strong. Let's see. Just going to sim this. What's a good multiverse team? I mean, for me, I personally use Multiverse Armored Supergirl, and then Classic, and then Multiverse Flash. You'll also see Multiverse Green Arrow instead of Multiverse Supergirl, but I'm kind of subtle about who my favorite character is. Plus, the Infinite Freeze Chain is really useful. I got to do the campaign missions so I can max out that XP, guys. Alright, chat. I need help. What am I going to eat today? Because I am so indecisive with what I eat. So I'm gonna call upon chat to give me advice about what I should eat. Actually, I haven't used Astro Harness. I'm gonna try it with Raiden. The chat is always messed up. Oh, I hate that. Alright. That's kind of funny. that's kind of funny. Am I gonna get unusual gameplay? Oh no. I know what happens in Champions Arena, but not here, I guess. That's genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Let me try and do some missions right now, because I'm trying to work my way up the pass to get the next thing. So what can I do? Heroic campaigns with Lex, shatter gear, block reflect shields, and a battle with the super move. Win any mode. Entire team of legendary heroes. I don't know if there's any legendary character I have that can do that with Astro Harness. Maybe. Yeah, my favorite is ROK. His combos are smooth. Special 3 is awesome. He's a beast in every game mode. Yeah, he's got the... I mean, I think The Rock had his way with the no-lose contract when it comes to ROK. But he's great, yeah. Amazing percentage health damage dealer, too. Easiest in the entire... Holy... Bro, what just happened? I don't watch the stream. Bro, what? Huh? Okay. I'm stingy with my sim chips, alright? I don't want to use them. Lomo. That's so funny, bro. That's so funny. I just get folded. I don't even get it. I don't even have to press any buttons. I have to tag him in once. Also, I use my gems here for the refreshes. Yeah, like Multiverse Supergirl is my favorite character just because, like, she's my favorite comic book character, and I love Melissa, man. Genuinely do. Seems like a wonderful person. Also, she can sing, so bonus points. Damn it, Chris Wood. You never had a chance. So, my favorite character to play though is it's rough. Like probably Constantine, I think. Like Constantine probably has my favorite set of combos and just like attack pattern. He just feels really fluid to like play as. There are characters that are really strong that I actually genuinely don't like playing. Like Beast Boy is probably one of my favorite characters that exist. One of my least favorite characters to play. Like Puppet is. I'm glad Puppet exists because I mean, like, how else am I gonna put up with Ruler of with what's it called? The thing, right? With like Chaos Tag and Black Lightning, but it's kind of boring to play because I turn my brain off and just go spam one button. Hold on, let me try and fix this chat for real thing. Yeah, that will. Hold up. Yeah, that'll do for now, at least. All right. Just waiting for the arena season to drop. Yeah, I'm actually in Division 4 for Champions Arena right now because I'm so bored with the game mode. I literally will just take weeks off and not play it and let myself drop and just climb it the next week. I let myself drop a little bit too much these last couple of seasons, though. Or this like last couple of weeks. Because, I mean, I had finals week. I've been back for like a little bit over a week right now. Like, as of right now, I came back, I think, Thursday night of the 11th. So actually, it's closing in on 2 weeks. JC combos too. I use him with Zatanna and Gemstone and Twin Blade on him in Solo Rage for fun. Yeah. Now Constantine he's a little bit weaker. He needs a little bit higher investment, but genuinely one of the most fun characters to play. It just feels so fluid, dude. Raiden's another one. Raiden really has a nice attack pattern. I might actually do a video on like ranking characters, not how good they are, but just how much fun they are to play. Wishes again from Megalanish. Hey man, thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I'm literally just farming resource missions right now because Arena's not up, and the Solar Ray pips went absolutely swelling today. Oh man, Lomo. Huh. I don't think I mixed my coffee powder enough today. Oh, did I mix it at all? Sometimes I actually forget to do it, so some of the powder is all over the place, which could be an issue. Caffeinated on Infinite Earths, bro, and I can't even make coffee properly. I mean, I can set up some arena teams, because I have my standard teams, but some of them I know are not particularly great. Some of them could be better. That's hilarious. I love that, man. That's so funny. Hawkman is underrated pick of mine. I like his basic combos a lot. Yeah, I could see that. Like, I don't play Hawkman too much, just because I don't have him built. I also really hate fighting him, though. Fighting him is a nightmare, especially with the unblockable special 1. Punches feel cool for some reason. Yeah. I think attack pattern-wise, Raiden, Constantine are like some of my favorites. I'm trying to think of who else. Make a video on top arena teams. I mean, we could just do it live on stream. I could show you what I use in arena, and I'm kind of meh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that great at doing stuff, but we'll see. He's a demon to fight, especially in Invasions. Yeah, no, the salvation thing on top of the unblockable, unhittable stuff is insane to put up with. Alright, who are we leveling up here? He's probably the most common defender in Gold's only ops. I think him and Nightmare Batman, probably. Those are the two that come to my mind. Let's see. Oh wow, Champions Arena is gonna be so hard. See, like, the problem with Champions Arena is it isn't necessarily hard. Because, like, why would I fight this for 8 points when I could fight this for 2 points? So, really, it's not difficult. It's just kind of a grind. What is this? Twin Blade. Alright. Probably people watching. Hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, they're usually paired together, yeah. This is basically 95% of defensive teams. It's just Raiden, Atrocitus, Nightmare Batman, or Darkseid, or some combination there. So, I let Multiverse Supergirl tank the stuff. Tag in. Bonk, 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 bonk. What's Outpost do? Heat Vision. Bait him into an attack. Yeah, you want to do a special? Idiot. 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 It's actually teams like this that make Champions Arena a little bit fun, because, you know, I actually have to think, and I actually have to try, and I actually have to be a little bit careful, especially with Batman Ninja Catwoman because of her true damage stuff. So if I let myself, you know, get too cocky, it is a little bit of an issue. But the problem is, most of the time, you're just not going to be fighting teams like this. I don't know, I think they need to rework Champions Arena. Personally, I think they should add prismatic legendary shards to, like, Champions Arena, even, like, 15 or 25. Because if I'm grinding every day, like, for an hour, for a whole week, I don't think it's going to break the game if you give me, like, 25 legendary shards of a character I want, alright? I don't think that's going to break the game. Yeah. Unblockable special, but guess what happened when I say A7's a successful special? Oh yeah, they become unhittable for 5 seconds. Yeah, no, the unbreakable, unblockable combo chain is just ridiculous. Pretty sure he's the only Might with unhittable specials. I think he is. Like, outright. Because Multiverse Supergirl can, Armored Supergirl can technically become unblockable with the tag in, but Hawkman just literally gets an unblockable special one for free. Like, I'm thinking about maybe not using some of the higher teams, but yeah, what's the point, right? I mean, like, I only have to play a couple fights in Champions Arena. I need to wait 20 more minutes. I just want the arena season to go live. All right, guys, that's all I want in life. And I'm gonna farm a little bit on stream, probably a little bit off stream as well. That might be a recorded video. This team is awful, by the way. There's no reason to use this team that I have right now. The only reason I have this team is literally just because I want to put the Batman Ninja characters together. I'm not gonna lie. Batman, stop trying to go for hang time, alright? Just do the damage. I'm off to play my Solar Pips fun stream. See you next time. Hey man, thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, I hope you have better luck than I did with my pips, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Wow, guys, Champion Arena is so hard. Definitely not a slog and a grind, alright? Totally not. Absolutely not. I have 25 of the things. Of the, team presets. And I just barely use them. Garbage. I just have to point that out. I just have to hate on it every single time. Guys! The best deal in the entirety of the store. I can get Multiverse White Canary for full price. Amazing. Pog, best deal in chat, everybody. Let's celebrate. Amazing, incredible. I got Dark Supergirl over $25 too. Guys, should I try to get Suicide Squad Harley to 7 stars? Such a terrible idea. I don't have the gems to just throw around. I'm saving for a sale for a character I actually need. But if you're wondering what the roster is looking like, yo, what's up? What's up, man? Yeah, nothing much. I mean, we played the solo raid pips and things went really poorly. Lex is bad. Like, good character. I think damage-wise he's okay. Mechanic-wise he's pretty interesting. Attack-wise, people can just can't. The AI is just gonna bully him. Did you try Elder Swamp Thing with Zatanna and his special 3 does lots of damage? I have not tried that. I don't have Swamp Thing built, so. So, let's see. Which characters do I really need? Yeah, the only character that I really need are Fury of the God Shazam, Scarab's Chosen Blue Beetle, and I think that's it. Because everyone else has a chest. So, Manta I have maxed out because of the Beast Boy Manta chest. Scorpion I have because of the Peacemaker chest. I got way more Scorpion than I got Peacemaker. And I just have extra shards of him lying around if any of my league mates want to trade. I do want to ascend Black Adam, so I'll be looking for that. Beast Boy I have a couple extra shards of. Deathstroke, maybe a class ascension for Deathstroke. I class ascended Martian Manhunter just because I like John a lot. Constantine, probably looking for a class ascension too, but actually no. I know what I did now. The reason I didn't class ascend Deathstroke or Constantine is because they have solo raids. And I'll probably just get drops of them over time. Peacemaker just wasn't worth it because he's a Mike class character. And that Mike class ascension just really isn't worth it. Because, like, maybe if I was more invested in League Invasions, then maybe, but I'm not. Batman Who Laughs I need 1 drop of in Dark Knights, and of course I re-rolled Dark Knights, so. Yeah, I also just don't like Batman Who Laughs too much as a character. In the game and in real life. Edgelord power fantasy, dude. We of course have a class ascended Zatanna, because top 3 favorite characters. My top 3 are Zatanna, Constantine, Supergirl, by the way. Yo, bro, recently subbed to you. I'm Abdul. I did quit this game now, came back, and I'm kind of enjoying it, to BH. I'm completely clueless about invasions, how invasion it works. Any suggested video? I think Sigval did a video about explaining League Invasions, but I don't know if that's outdated or not. I myself am not too familiar with invasions. It's not something I play too much, but from what I believe, it's like you spend credits to upgrade your outpost. Some people will put heroes in the outpost to defend your outpost, and then you get points of whether or not your outpost actually lives attacks. Some other people who don't put heroes in the invasions, like the outpost slots, end up being attackers, and they basically attack for points. The game was a little bit weird because you have to coordinate with your teammates and find like the right time essentially to actually attack, because you're limited to that time window. Also, the outposts are weird because all the outposts have a shared health bar. I think there is a bug where if 2 players attacked at the same time, it would only give whoever finished the fight first points. You're also going to run into a lot of the same defensive artifacts like Magician's Cape and Soul Crystal at the higher levels. And at the end of it, you get like a couple, you get rewards for each split, which was like some gear resources and some extra resources that are rarer. And then at the end of it, you get a couple legendary shards, some rare hero shards. Like it's shards for a rare gold character. So Cyborg, Justice League Cyborg, Multiverse Armored Supergirl, like the higher up characters. And formerly you would get a pay to win artifact, but now all the artifacts are free if you grind enough. Also, there's a pretty big issue with the free to play player situation. So yeah, basically it's confusing. Any suggested way to get a lot of credits? Kind of just solo raids, honestly. Like that's the way that most people farm credits. So we got my boy Collector. I'm gonna get him to 7 stars when the challenge rolls around. Mr. Freeze is my shiny new toy. I ascended him recently, like the other day. Raven, I want to get to 6 stars to max out the passive eventually. Arkham Knight Batman, I just don't have the orbs because things just keep coming up. Darkseid, I'm eventually going to get to 7 stars because of the guaranteed shard stuff. DC Universe Superman, probably... No, I'm not buying the Lex chest. I remember why. Because I know the DC Universe Lex vs. Superman chest is coming out. So I'm probably just going to hold off till that. Maybe get a couple. Thank you, bro. Been watching Sigvolt when he was at like 300 or something subs, lol. Bro, that's wild. Yeah, I don't know when Sigvolt started making content, because I wasn't playing the game at that point, because I played the game in 2017, went, oh, this is way too pay to win, kept playing the first Injustice, would log in occasionally for Injustice 2, dropped the game for years, and then came back, and I started playing it consistently again. I don't really know what happened in summer of 2024, but for some reason I actually stuck with the game that time. I don't think DC Lex and Superman chess will come out until next year, honestly. I stand by my statement. As a troll, they should drop it for Valentine's Day. That would be really funny. But that's just me. We need a Cryptoverse Lex Luthor chess, dude. The history was insane, lol. It was fun as heck. Yeah. Like, the history for like, me playing the game... And I've been here since Hollywood Showdown was around. I remember when Star and Sky hacked the game. Also, which do you think is better, new Solo Raid or old Solo Raid? Me, personally, it's old Solo Raid by far. I'm mixed. I lean towards new Solo Raids, but I understand the sentiment for old Solo Raids. Because the biggest problem is the free-to-play artifact thing. If they made this new system and just made it so you got the free-to-play artifact when you completed normal mode, everyone would love the system, and everyone would just be like, hey, just fix the bugs and we're all good. But nah, they made a change that really just didn't need to happen, and now you've basically restricted newer players from getting into this game, because those free-to-play artifacts are what people have used to progress the game for years. It's like, and now you can literally get an artifact. Like, you could go into heroic mode with no passive stats. You have to come up with 7 new teams to actually do some damage. You don't even have stuff like God Killer, Puppet, Crown, all of that. A lot of the teams that... My biggest video, again, I keep saying it, 7.2k views. 7 free-to-play one-shots. The most budget thing you can do. Like, minimum legendary characters, minimum gears. And all of those use free-to-play artifacts. And now, newer players just can't get them. I overall probably think I like new solo raids more because of the premium thing and being able to switch and play whatever you want, when you want. And the fact that you can have multiple solo raids active so that they can add more solo raids without having to wait 20 weeks for something in specific. Having featured raids drop guaranteed shards, I think, is a great thing. The vault system I like. They just need to, like, they need to make a couple changes. Because as it stands, there's just not enough way to earn keys. And they said we were going to add more ways to get keys. But I still stand by my statement that you have just admitted to making a bad system. You can't drop a system and then go, it looks pretty bad right now, guys, but eventually it will be better. Like, I just don't think you can do that. You think they will change it back? I don't know. I really don't. They seem pretty adamant about keeping the key system, but if there's enough backlash and they see enough like players dropping, they might have to, just for the sake of the game. Because I made a Reddit post like a couple days ago, and I stand by what I said. The line that I stand by the most is, getting new players into your game does not keep it alive. Keeping new players into your game keeps it alive. Because those new players might eventually one day like go, oh, I really like this game, and I want to support it, and I want to spend money to get one of these characters. And then they become spenders, and you may turn those new players into people who want to support your game financially. And that's how you keep players. And also, hey, look, if anyone at NetherRealm's listening, guys, please, just reach out to any of the content creators. I'd be happy to have on call and do an interview. Also, advertise your game. Please, I've seen so many terrible Dark Legion ads. I've never seen one single Injustice 2 mobile ad. You know, some people on the Reddit were like, wait, they gave out DC Universe Superman for free? The only people who know about that are the people who already play the game and are already in communities. When's the video on this topic coming? Hopefully in the next couple of days. I wanted, like, my biggest issue is I have the script for that video, like,
done, probably, for the most part. It's just I don't have an editor, and I do all my editing myself, but I'm not really trained in editing. So I was just trying to figure out how to edit the video, and so that was one of the big issues. But now I think I have something going, but I still have to actually go out of my way and edit the video. So it should be coming soon. On top of that, for anyone who's in the stream right now, a couple other videos that I'm going to be working on are every character in Injustice 2 Mobile in 10 words or less, a free-to-play like series to see if the game is worth playing in 2026, top 10 characters they should add to Injustice 2 Mobile, and things they should add to Injustice 2 Mobile. And when it comes to that, I think more game modes. I stand by the fact that we should do Survivor mode in Injustice 2 Mobile. It could be a way to earn keys. Everybody, like, you pick a team, you have one health bar, you play as many rounds as possible. Every round is different characters with unique artifacts. Make it a way for players to get legendary character gears. Make it a way for players to get, keys. I also think they should just have some kind of friend system. Because, bro, no friend system is crazy. You have to join a league to actually talk to people. I don't even think you can direct message people. Also, you want to know what would probably help the game financially? Some kind of gift system. Imagine being able to give people premium for like a month. That'd be great. Because a lot of people have asked about doing, like giveaways, and I'm like, the way that I would do giveaways would probably I would have to buy like an iOS or an Android gift card. And then I have to like send the code directly. Just add a gift system into the game, dude. Some people can't afford to spend money, but others might be willing to spend money to help people out. Come on, gift system, guys. I mean, legit, only thing they gotta do is fix the new bugs and add the artifacts into the normal mode. That's it. Even the older players agree with that sentiment. If you need any help, I could try. No, you've already helped enough, because I did implement some of your suggestions into the script. I was revising it last night. Yeah, that would be peak. Yeah. Another realm. I don't work a job, man. But if you need some suggestions, I'll do it for free. I want this game to succeed. So yeah, where were we? Oh, guys, best character in the game, best actress of all time, Galel. No. I really want to upgrade Scarab Chosen Blue Beetle because he sounds like a lot of fun, but I just don't know if there's a good chest for him. I think there's the Tryhards chest, right, with 5% chance for Blue Beetle and then 2% for Peacemaker. I'll probably open that next time it comes around. I actually unlocked Blue Beetle because I opened one chest one time, got him on the first drop. Brainiac, I'm going to like level up to 7 stars and ascend him whenever the challenge comes around. Frost, I don't really need to because she doesn't go above 2 bars of power reduction. Fury of the God Shazam is another character that I actually want to level up. I'd be willing to trade. Classic Flash is probably another one because no. Margot Robbie seems nice, but no. Justice League Superman is a very specific case, but I'm not going out of my way to get him. I also don't think he has, like, a chest that's, like, nice. Some useless legendaries, according to you. This one. Biggest troll in the entire game, by the way. Useless. Utterly useless. But really annoying. Suicide Squad Harley, Suicide Squad Enchantress. Probably the 2 most useless characters in the game. Justice League Superman is lone use because he's useful in one specific situation. I wouldn't spend money on the game unless it's for rare gears for characters, but I would spend money to help other people. That's what I'm saying, right? If someone wants to give someone else a, like, premium pass, you could either make it so they just gift it directly, or the alternative is they're going to gift it by gifting a Google Play gift card, and that money, I'm pretty sure, is going to Google, not to your game. So if you add a gift system, people can just gift to other players directly, and they could help you financially. Trins, help me, Lamote. JK? Yeah, but I think these 2 are the most useless. And then other than that, oh, Golden Armor, Wonder Woman. These 3... most useless legendaries in the game. Every other legendary, I think, at least has some use eventually. Best character is Firestorm. Nah, Primal Swamp Thing. Primal Swamp Thing solos, bro. Nobody even touches Primal Swamp Thing. Dude isn't even... he's, like, mythic. Like, heroic. Best tier in the whole world. Absolute legend, right? Nobody even comes close to the legend that is Primal Swamp Thing. Dude's in a league of his own. He's in his Justice League where? Swamp Thing solo. Too much aura. Alright, waiting for the arena season to clock over so that I can play it. Actually, Classic Flash is peak for PvP and some PvE teams. Yeah, no, he's a really good support character, but he can also do some like insane damage himself. So I might actually buy the Killer Frost other chest. So look, I have all of these teams set up. I don't even use the solo raid presets anymore. Because ever since I got so many options and got Gemstone, I don't just go, oh, let me play this. No, I just go whatever I want to do today. I actually think all of these teams were specifically designed for a speed run. No, man, Lex is goated. Really great concept, but kind of rough right now with how he's designed. So, guys, what presets do we want to use here? Like for teams? Yes, I have the Mortal Kombat team. All right, everybody. Yes, I have them set up like this. Are they good? Nah. Is it kind of fun to have all of them together? Yeah. Hold up. I just want to put him in the thing so I can make a preset, bro. Okay, that's all I want. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Arena time, dude. Just got 3-star again. Now I have 4-star Scorpion without gears. Yeah, I would definitely go for some Scorpion gears. Definitely one of the ones you should prioritize. Which ability to focus for him? If you have Gemstone, then the stun. Oh, guys, predictions in chat. Are we getting more Captain Cold shards, or are we getting something decent? Yeah, I unlock Captain Cold since this game really just wants me to have instead of Killer Frost. I unironically need Captain Cold shards. I'm not gonna lie. I need multiverse Captain Cold shards. He's one of the characters I don't have enough shards to fully ascend. Which ability to focus on? I think Special 3. Special 2 if you have Gemstone, but Special 3 I think is where he does most of his damage. Arena time, dude, yeah. Mortal Kombat team is peak in terms of fun, but I think for farming arena points, I think Nightmare Batman plus Radiant's better. Maybe. Perchance. DC Universe Superman paid pack out? Hold up, what? I gotta see that. Yes! I need 800 more shards. When next sale? I don't know. Probably around New Year's time. That would be my guess. Oh, wow. Look. Best character in the game, everybody. What do you mean by paid Superman pack out? Oh, like buying DC Universe Superman outright? It's available right now? That's interesting. What's the other two things? So, specifically the Justice League Cyborg gear pack. And then multiverse. That's such a weird thing to have. So many gems, lol. Is volume low for just me? For the game or for me? My volume is lower today because I turned down the audio settings because I was worried I was being too loud, and I'd rather be too quiet than too loud. Because if I get too loud as a music production major, you get into this thing called clipping, where it kind of distorts the audio. So, yeah. Time to prove I'm the #1 glazer. Let's see. Sup, hobo? Sup, man? So many gems. Oh no, I had like 97k earlier, like the other day. Also, the Tapjoy offers are 200%. I need to make an offer vault. I need to make a video about the offer vault. That's right. I gotta go make that. Also, if anyone's wondering about how I play Arena, right? My team setup is this. I use my damage dealer with Twin Blade, and then I use regen matrices in case I need to sacrifice my other characters. Was your YouTube channel named Hobo Harambe? No, Hobo Harambe is someone completely different. My channel has always been Edgy and Red Hobo. I think it was Edgy IH Injustice 2 Mobile for a little bit, but I realized that I wanted to branch out into. Actually, I do need that preset that set up. I realized I wanted to branch out into other things, so I didn't want to be just Injustice 2 Mobile. So I changed it back to Edgy and Red Hobo. And, so Hobo Harambe is someone completely different from me. Seems like a nice guy, but I think he's running into some issue. Well, looky here. I think we just found our first opponent, boys. Alright. Does your college mate watch this, and does girls dig you because of YouTube? My college roommate doesn't even know I have a YouTube channel. I think he's walked in to me like doing some voiceover, but he's never really asked me about anything. It's like we sleep in the same room, but he does his thing and I do my thing, and we just kind of respect each other's space. And I have a couple like friends, like they're female friends of friends of friends, and I like I'm chill with them because I can get along with most people. And I've told them about the YouTube thing, and they're very supportive of it. But it's not like, guys, I got a YouTube channel. Look at me, man. Baldy Basics, yeah. Yeah, my man, no, worry about it. The audio is low. Yeah, turn it up a little. I'm just worried about it, like, clipping. So, is that better? What's up, everybody? What's up, man? Hot take, you should have to pay gems instead of actual money for more presets. It's gems until the final one, the 25 to 31. Why? I don't know. But yes, sir. 10 million points in 2 fights. Actually, 11 million. Bonk. I love Multiverse Armored Supergirl so much, dude. First character I maxed out, by the way. Tells you about my bias. Also, can the AI just not snap into a block, please? And thank you very much. Annihilated. Much better. Alright, thank you. Other than YouTube, what you do, bro? I play a little bit of guitar. I also do like writing. I'm a pretty big comic person. Like, usually I'm just a college student and I'm just chilling, doing my own thing. Guys, is 2.6 million points worth it? Not with this team, but... Hey, NetherRealm, can you revert the thing where you just give us, like, high threat opponents all the time? I don't want to have to go looking half the time, alright? So. Ooh! I feel like using another team today. Or, not today, but... I feel like I'm using another team on this. Let's try this. Yep, audio fine, man. I was thinking girls dig this things because I need to go out and get a life. I don't know, man. I just kind of... I mean, at some point I realized that the best thing you can do for yourself is kind of just not care in a sense. Also, why does Lex Luthor go, die, at the beginning of the fight? What are your plans after college? Isn't that the question, man? Isn't that the $1 million question? So I have a lot of I have my closest friends in college are also music production majors, and we're also like really big DC fans. So we actually were watching The Flash, the Ezra Miller one, and we were just laughing about how bad it was. I'd love to get an apartment with them and just kind of chill as like the DC music nerds. But I don't know. I'm double major, so I'm music production major, but I'm also arts and entertainment industries management because I'm always amazing, Raiden. W jump attack Batman. But yeah, I'm Arts and Entertainment Industries Management as well, and I made the joke. Yeah, all of this to probably go and what's it called? Go and work in a guitar shop. Also for operations, should I pay gems to upgrade? Yeah, upgrade the operations for sure. You'll make it back sooner than you realize. So it's an investment. Read the description on the Lex Luthor chest. Oh boy! All right, we gotta see what this is all about. All right, well let's take a look. All right. I'd love to get an apartment with them and just be able to do our music stuff and like kind of chill with them. That'd be amazing. But I know one of them lives in Abu Dhabi and the other one in Washington, like the state. So I live East Coast. So that's gonna be a little bit rough. You know, the funny thing is, my friend who lives in Abu Dhabi didn't tell me initially, and he was like, "I thought I told you." I'm just like, what part of the Lex description? Which character do you think can be deleted from DC Universe? Just one, and why? Our life purpose is job. Yep, work, and then hopefully make enough to retire. Chance of getting up to 200. guys, yo, no, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Read that. Chance of getting 200 stars for DC Universe Superman. Oh my goodness, yo, that's so funny, bro. Oh my goodness. Bro, who did this? Who did this, bro? Holy crap. Oh, this is so funny, bro. Is this the same? It's the same thing. Oh my god. Nah, oh my goodness. Someone said this to them. Just say, DC Universe Superman looking a little different today. That's so funny, right? How do you mess that up? Oh my god. That's genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Nah, man, I can't, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, that was amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Apollo, for telling me about that. That's so funny, bro. How do you mess that up? I'm dying over here. Yeah, I would screenshot it, but I'm like recording right now. Nah, someone just take a picture of it in game and just send it to the dev. Just send it in the bugs and glitches and go, DC Universe Superman look a little different today. Oh man, that's so funny, bro. How do you mess that up, bro? What? I tried to block. Also, I block with 2 fingers instead of the block button. I don't know what it is. The block button feeling real inconsistent. Holy crap, dude, that's so funny. That's so funny. I can't. That's actually genuinely one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. Alright. We're gonna use Black Manta. Darkseid, and then Arkham Knight Batman. This is another team I want to set up. Oh my goodness, bro. Thank you, NetherRealm. Thank you. All of your sins were forgiven. I don't care about the Captain Cold stars. I don't care about any of the other bugs. That genuinely is one of the funniest things that you could have gotten wrong. I can't believe that. Holy crap. Oh my goodness, man. How do you even mess that up? Did they forget to change the template or something? Thank you, NetherRealm. Thank you. Imagine the actual Lex scene. Bro, if Lex saw it, you know he'd be going 1A. Like, unironically, Lex is punching air right now in the DC universe. I saw, like, I think it was, like, a Reddit post the other day. It was, like, a meme. And it was, like, Lex Luthor when he hears supermarket instead of Luthor Market. Bro, if he saw that, my boy would be crashing out even more than usual. Imagine they gave you DC Superman charge for real as a bug. I prefer that, honestly. DC Universe Superman on top, bro. Better character, for sure. Thank you, Manta. Yeah. The resist reduction. Deleted. Bro, Brainiac in league raids tags puppet out. Oh, bugs puppet out. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yo, Mr. T Gaming, did you see the description for DC Universe Superman or Lex Luthor? His chest says shards for DC Universe Superman. It's so funny, bro. Oh my goodness, I can't believe they messed that up. Oh, I'm having a field day today, man. Let's go. Who do I want to use to fight this team? What is this team? Actually, which is this? I cannot believe that. That is... I'm not confident in this team. Yeah, with DC Universe, with Justice League Superman on here, I think it's better for someone else. Yeah, no, I was dying laughing. I wanted to screenshot it to them and just send it to the devs with the caption, DC Universe Superman look a little different today. This is genuinely one of the funniest things I have ever seen. Also, can Lex Luthor just not say die at the... Stop it. There you go, guys. I was going to say it's Corn Sweat versus Cavill. Dumb reflective shield. Take that. Twin Blade on top. Twin Blade is my go-to arena artifact. If you're wondering how I do my teams, it's literally just regen matrix on those supports, and if I need to sacrifice them, I just tag them out. And then Twin Blade on my damage dealer. That's kind of just how I go through arena. Goodbye. Also, why does Hawkman have Justice League have Batman, excuse me, his voice lines? It's always been really annoying to me. Dumb armor pierce through block. And I also just love how he can snap into it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hobo, drink water. I drank a little bit of coffee. I need to even it out with water. You forgot to answer which DC character would you delete from the main DC League and why? Oh, hey, Devo. Devo? Devo, right? That's how you pronounce it. What's up, man? Which character would I delete from the DC universe and why? I'm assuming you mean just the broad sense of DC. If there's a character I kind of strongly dislike, it's what's her name? Harley. Just because I see so much of her, dude. Harley has an animated show. She was a main focus in Suicide Squad 1 and 2. She got Birds of Prey. And also they greenlit the Harley Fart comic. I don't know. I've just seen too much of her. Now, I think she can be an interesting character, but I just kind of dislike her because of how oversaturated she is. That's the one character that comes to mind. I can't in good faith say Batman, alright? Because he's Batman. But at the same time, too much Batman is a real thing, alright? Bro, we have 50 Batman films. I'm over here waiting for a John Constantine solo film, which isn't... What's his name? Which isn't Keanu Reeves. I want a Zatanna solo film, bro. That's what I want. I don't know. The Harleen comic is dope, though. I'm here for content. Work is boring, lol. I mean, the game's kind of in a boring state right now. I mean, I'm just playing Arena because Supergirl season, my favorite character. So I always try to get max points with her. I try to get to rank 1. Sub Devo. A stream. Yeah. Do you know when Alter's gonna stream again? I'm assuming you're asking Devo. I think he said he wasn't gonna stream for Christmas, so it's gonna be a while. Yeah, so 33. Why are 33 people watching me bully a random arena opponents? Hey, NetherRealm, if you're watching, revert the change. Just let me find high threat opponents right away. It's genuinely more work hitting the refresh button than fighting the teams half the time. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, let's go with this. Other than anti-villain from Hero's side, which one? Main character, not side character. A core hero that I would have to delete? Oh, That's tough. More mainstream. So like, if we're going more mainstream, like that would like have to be a like main member of the Justice League. Okay, does deleting them delete any history of them, or just that means like they're not getting any more content? Because I feel a little inclined to actually say Batman, just because there's so much of him. But if we're deleting anything that has ever happened with Batman ever, then probably not. Sorry about that. I have so many suggestions, but another was not going to listen half the time. Do you want to know how much better this game could be if they just like took some suggestions from the community like outright? Because I know they have the suggestions channel in the Discord. I don't know how often they actually listen to that, but like genuinely, because it's the players that play this game, dude. I don't believe anyone at NetherRealm actually actively like play tests this game, and I would, by the way. So, I mean, hey NetherRealm, please. I'd be more than happy to do promotional work for you. I'd be more than happy to test your game out. Yeah, but it really just depends on whether or not deleting the character means deleting them from all of existence or just no more projects. Do you know anything about keys from Solo Raid? You get one if you don't you get 2 from normal. 1 from Heroic if you don't have Premium. You get 3 from Normal and 2 from Heroic if you have Premium. And then the Vaults, it takes 19 keys to guarantee a free-to-play artifact. So, or an artifact that was formerly free-to-play. Never ever. It could have been better without him. A mainstream character that it would have been better without for DC, that's tough. I think Green Arrow was always just discount Batman, so I guess Green Arrow. But then no Arrow show, so no Arrowverse, which might have been a better thing. But I do really like some of the castings in the Arrowverse. That's such a tough call, because, you know what? Green Lantern, I guess. I don't know. There's no way they played with the game and that gameplay showed it in their Hero Showcase. I like how they... No, Devo, you want to know what's really funny? I saw the, like... I saw the, like, gameplay trailer, and I watched it, and I sent it into my Discord. I just started laughing. I'm like, ain't no way they did a gameplay, like, reveal or a gameplay trailer for a character they know is broken. I'm like, I died at that, dude. Also, Devo, the DC Universe Lex Luthor chest says DC Universe Superman. And we all had a good laugh at that. It was so funny. Okay, hear me out. Everyone's hitting on the new update, but shouldn't anyone can get Beta Club or Gemstone now? That's like the argument that people make, but the problem with that argument is, well, it's technically true. It still takes a lot of grinding, and without access to the free to like play artifacts, most people aren't going to be able to get to the point where they can grind for Beta Club and Gemstone. What on earth was that? What just happened? Well, the Arrowverse would have been Batman if W didn't think people were that stupid. I actually like the fact that they use lesser-known characters. I love that the Arrowverse Trinity is Green Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl instead of the classic Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. But the Arrowverse disrespect for Batman is crazy. Like, genuinely. I love Superman, but I would say Superman, see every one opponent from other heroes are like city-level threat, but Superman exists because of that every world ender villain comes to Earth. If we're going into the context of the universe, I would totally live in Gotham instead of Metropolis, because Metropolis always has like world-ending threats. I don't know what that sound was. Was that some kind of notification? Did someone do something, like a sub or something? They could have just given him Captain Cold's fighting animations. He would have been fine. Yeah. How they messed him up so bad, I have no idea. So yeah, actually, the stream is going to be going on a little bit longer, but I do need to go out and buy food. So we're probably going till 1. I'm going to try and get through all of my arena, like, pips with, like, my teams. Do you guys think I should refresh with gems? Or if I should just try to get to, like, the max amount of points I can without refreshes? Because 1 billion might be possible. 2 billion is not possible without refreshes, though. Yeah, but the problem with getting rid of Superman is Superman's the grandfather of all superheroes. Without Superman, I don't know if anyone else exists. I'll be honest. So it's really hard to say that we should get rid of him, or could even get rid of him hypothetically. I get what you're saying, but pay to win lost this update. Yeah, again, I never disliked the idea of this update. I think it's a great idea, but it just needs a little bit of tweaking with the bugs currently and the free-to-play player situation. Like, easiest fix you could have, just put the free-to-play artifacts back in normal. And then newer players can progress the game, and eventually they can unlock every artifact and have infinite options with infinite many teams. I don't understand why you would go out of your way to, like, get rid of all of those artifacts that, again, older players have had for years, which is the way that people have played the game for years. I got Gemstone because I knew that without Gemstone, I was restricted to the same, like, 7 free-to-play one-shot teams. And I just knew that it just wouldn't make for good enough content. Yeah. Never ever could have been better at without him. Yeah, Batman? Yeah, no, absolutely not. It probably wouldn't have been better without him, but he is very oversaturated. I do like Batman quite a lot, though. He's on my the lower end of my list, though. I think if I made a top 10 list of my favorite characters, he would be like 10, probably. Like, some of my other favorite characters, like, my top 3 are Zatanna, Constantine, and Supergirl in that order. But other characters that I find really interesting are Raven, just because she's got a little bit of an edge to her, Jessica Cruz, Martian Manhunter. I like niche characters. Even Shayera Hawkgirl. Nobody's saying that adding the pay-to-win artifacts being free now is bad, but only using that as a defense seems like you just don't understand any of the problem. If they fix the bugs correctly and put the free-to-play artifacts back for complete and surefinding the game, that will be in the best state it's ever been, IMO. Yeah, like, and I think that's part of the reason it feels so frustrating, because it's not even this update is terrible. It's we were this close. All we need is just a couple tweaks here and there. And genuinely, this game, I agree. I love the state this game is actually in conceptually right now. Because for the record, I'm 19. I played this game when it first came out, right? I've been playing for like 8 years or something right now at this point, like on and off. I remember when it was literally impossible to progress without like Arkham Knight Batman, and you can only get Arkham Knight Batman by opening the chest, like the hero chest. I remember that, alright? So this game is 100% in a better state now than where it was when it first launched. And it's still conceptually a great idea. But until we fix those core issues, no amount of, hey, but eventually you can get Gemstone or Beta Club is going to help the game. Because again, getting new players does not save the game. It doesn't keep your game alive. Keeping new players does. And then those new players will eventually, maybe one day, become spenders. And that's how you, like, make the game healthy. Everybody is complaining that won't have to spend money. I think people are just crying about it. There's a difference between kind of just whining about everything and having valid criticism on something. It's like I don't know if this makes any sense, but just because they did one good thing doesn't make them criticism immune. It's like Mr. Beast donates a bunch of money to charity, but does that really absolve him of some of the more shady stuff he does, like working with Saudi Arabia? No. So you can criticize one thing while giving props to something else. There's no, like, absolution there. There's no, like, absolute. You have to consider both sides of the argument. And again, the idea of the update is a great idea. But just saying, hey, Beta Club and Gemstone are free now, so nothing else in the update matters, I don't think that's a good argument. Because, no, look, regardless of the fact Beta Club and Gemstone are free now, you still have to grind to get them, and it's impossible for a new player to grind without actually, like, getting those, like, free-to-play artifacts. Because without those free-to-play artifacts, some of the best characters in the game are useless. Beast Boy, arguably best legendary in the game, without Puppet, useless. So, you've just cut the legs from all of the older, like, the newer players, while as the newer, like, for all of the newer players, while the older players are just kind of on cruise control. I'm having a great time with this update, but I understand the resentment and some of the concern from the newer players. I think that they thought people might leave the game if they just gave them every free-to-play artifact. I don't think so. watching this while dedication, bro. When solo passives work for training pips, it's gonna be a godsend for content creators. I might start uploading again. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's Lynx. He's he's in my Discord server now. Thanks for the free points, man. Yeah, I hope you know that's not like a dig at you. It's just like genuinely, it's really hard to actually find 3 million like point teams because they just half of them just don't exist. Batter, I think. Hi, man. Lol, great fan. But I see, see Superman is why there's Brainiac come, and that's why Darkseid come. He wouldn't have noticed Earth Mongol because of him. Yeah, no, I understand that like Superman is like kind of the reason that, because most of the Superman villains end up being Justice League villains anyway. I like this guy a lot, right? This is the highest threat team I've seen, so. But yeah, like, dude, I'm really happy about all of my latest content with training mode is without passive stats as a challenge. Not even because that's the way it's intended, it's just because they don't work. So I'm over here going, all right, I guess I'm just gonna try and one shot without passive stats because I mean, what else am I gonna do? That damage feels low. But yeah, no, it's gonna be great for content creators because like the next time they release a new character, which my guess would be DC Universe Supergirl, I can immediately unlock her and then go into training mode and go, okay, let's test her with Kamidogu Dagger and Twin Blade and all of this, and that's gonna be great. I also don't have to actually like wait and try against a real fight every single day. I'm gonna be able to do it right away, for the content purposes, and also play my own pips and like get like resources. So training mode, great concept, just kind of unfinished execution so far. Hi today. Yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you today? I'm really bad with acronyms, by the way. Pretty good. The stream's probably almost over. Probably gonna end in like 30 minutes or so because I need to go actually buy food. I had a pretty rough last night's sleep, but and I got a pretty nasty cough. But we live. Let's try this. I get both sides, but what do I get for spending money to get things? It's not like they give me extra stuff, except you get solo raid premium for free. That's another thing, right? It's another point I brought up. It's like, do people who have paid for things feel disrespected by this game? Short King! Because I asked in the Reddit, and some people were like, no, I think they paid they paid with their exclusivity for this, because Beta Club and Gemstone were like exclusive for years for most players. But the problem there is, what about the people who have gambled hundreds only to not unlock Gemstone and Beta Club? Alright, that's what we'll see over that. I think, and I don't know if the viewership has changed here. I don't know if like people who haven't heard me say this before, but personally, I stand by my opinion. They should add a game mode called Survivor, like they had in Injustice 1. You pick a team, you have one health bar, you beat as many rounds as possible with various different, like, random characters, random artifacts. You beat as many rounds as possible. You, and then at the end of it, you get some rewards, right? You can get some keys, you can get some legendary characters gears. They should also add a friends and gift system, because the problem then was some people have asked me about doing giveaways, and I'm like, okay, but how would I even do that? And the way I would have to do that is I'd have to either buy an Apple or iOS or Android gift card, and then have to like send them the redeem code for the gift card, which means that all of that money goes right to Google or Apple. Now, if you want the money to go right to the game, I mean, I feel like the obvious choice, right, is just add a gift system. So people who are willing to spend on the game can gift things to other players who either don't have the financial means to spend on a mobile game, or a lot of video game like players are in the younger like teens, right? They don't have access to the money yet, even though they want to spend money on the game. So just add a friend system so you can direct message people, and then add a gift system as well, so that people who are willing to pay and have the means to pay can pay for other people. Like, you're still getting the money, and like you're still getting paid straight up. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But you can disagree or agree with me in the comments. Alright, I'm trying to bait Hawkman out because I know he's gonna like snap right into an unhittable special. Also, yeah, I'm sorry, but the AI knows when it's got an annoying special, okay? Bro, if Collector can proc a special too, bro is gonna proc a special too, alright? He knows. He knows how annoying he can be. Prime Beetle facts. I can't believe they're gonna nerf my Short King. It's gonna be so sad. Let's see. I have 5,000 gems. Should I go for the Lex Luthor gear chest? No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Lex is, at least not right now, because Lex is a little bug. Like, I think he can do some damage, but I've really only seen him with, like, Gemstone, Beta Club. I think someone one-shotted with Kamidogu Dagger, but Lex was, like, 7 stars. Yeah, friends and share feature would be pretty useful. Have you tried using 50-cent coupon something in grocery? I've seen TikTok people get, because the staff didn't update the price. No, because, like, again, I'm still quite young, 19. I live with my parents, and I'm a college student. So most of the time they're doing the shopping, and we don't really use coupons. We use food stamps. I'm from a lower income family. Yeah. Also not really Injustice related, but Flash could genuinely be the strongest DC superhero. Sometimes he's not using his powers to the full extent. Also, the writers hate my boy, man. Having my boy get bullied by Captain Cold of all people is wild work. Bro's holding back, right? He's got to be just trolling. He's just got to be letting... you know, he's just an empathetic guy. He probably just feels bad for Captain Cold. Amazing. Alright, I can still win this. There, we got him. Frame priority. The AI always gets frame priority over you. There you go. Even while bugged, he does one shot, but he's very reliant on passive stats more than anything. Yeah. I've heard people say he's like in the Orm range, where he's very high investment. You need like a good setup. You need a decent amount of gears. But he does seem pretty fun. I really do like Lex overall. Like, I love his concept, right? A lot of people were mad where he literally just had the war suit. Like, they were like, he's just a dude in a suit? This is so boring. This is so lame. And I was a little bit worried about it too. But seeing how they played into it, I really like that. It's just he's kind of buggy right now. And until they fix that, I don't know. I don't think he's like a top priority character. I wouldn't say he's not DC Universe Superman. But definitely seems like a fun character. I'm glad he's in the game. As long, whatever they fix it, though, we'll have to see then. Bro's gonna reach 140 million within a day. Yo, take a chill pill. Nah. You see, there's 4 days for Arena, bro. Okay, you understand? There's 4 days for Arena, which means if I want to get a 1 billion points, I need to get 250 each day. So, He can even work with DMC, but you need good passes. Even while bugged, he does one shot. Yeah, okay, yeah, I read that. Excuse me. If my boy turned bad, I fully believed he would solo everyone except for maybe Superman, even though he himself's way faster. Yeah, dude, like unhinged Flash might be crazy. Bro, you know, not holding back Flash would probably be like reverse Flash on steroids. Even at 3 stars, he's a monster. He just needs a lot of attack. Good to know. Good to know. You know, I would like to test him out, but passive stats don't work in training mode. So I can't really get an accurate representation of how much damage bro's doing. What's good, dude? Good to see you continuing to stream. Is this something you'd like to do regular? Although, thoughts on making some invasion videos? I'm not in the top tier of invasions, and I'm also not really in a big invasions player, but maybe a couple here and there. Probably going to do a, what they could do for invasions video. Maybe. If I can actually figure out what for that game mode specifically. I'm looking for 3 mil points. Stop. Give me 3 mil. I just play on last day for arena to achieve legendary. What else is there? Well, I usually do at least 50 fights to get all of the like talent rerolls. And then I do at least 3 fights every day to get the invasion stuff if there's an invasion going on. But really, the reason why I'm doing this is Supergirl's my favorite character. So every time there's a Supergirl season that rolls around, I gotta prove that I am the #1 glazer. So Devo not missing edgy stream even at work. Bro said it's boring, man. Apparently my stream is less boring than work, which I'll take. Champions Arena definitely needs to be reworked. Also, hi Moon. I think you were in the stream earlier, but I think you're just hopping back in. Yeah, I keep saying Champions Arena, man. They should add 25 legendary prismatic shards, because if you're making me grind an hour plus a day for every day for a whole week, I don't think it's gonna break the game if you give me like 25 legendary character shards for any character I want, okay? Like, even if we're going for new, like, even if you want to, like, hold back for new legendary characters, just put a time limit, alright? Just make it so you can't, like, prismatic characters, like, for the first, like, couple months of release. But right now, Champions Arena, just not worth grinding. It's an absolute slog fest. And it's just not worth it, because you don't even get anything good for it at the end of the day. Oh, it's Mr. Moon, he caught me. Bro's gonna force you to go back to work, bro. NetherRealm, can we please just have high threat opponents? I don't want to keep refreshing every single time. I got a lot of teams to get through, okay? I don't even know how... Chat, do you know how many points I'm at? I don't know. Have I hit 100 mil yet? How many points am I at? I completely forgot. I haven't actually looked at the points once. What team do I want to use? I'll just leave Anarchy. Alright, rank 1. Yeah, nobody's touching me this season. Whenever it comes to Supergirl season, I always, like, try to PR. So, yeah. My arena's also, like, kind of higher up. It's usually 300 mil. Oh, 80 mil? Eh. For classic Flash for classic Flash teams, I kind of like using characters that have unhittable. Interesting. I think League of Invasions is honestly the premier game mode. What else do you think they should do for League of Rewards definitely need a rework. Yeah, no, considering that now every artifact is something you can eventually obtain over time, they definitely need to rework it. Well, my biggest problem with League of Invasions is I feel like the way that you're supposed to play it is you're just supposed to have, like, a bunch of level 10 puppets lying around, and then unhittable. And also, a lot of the artifacts in defensive teams are just Soul Crystal, Magician's Cape. We'll have to see how the new artifacts and the reworked artifacts work in. One of the best changes they made a while back was making it so defensive teams literally weren't all just Nightmare Batman, Hawkman, Darkseid, or Atrocitus, or some combination of that. So that was a great change. I don't know how I feel about this idea yet, but maybe making it so you can only use one artifact per each character per invasion. So there's more diversity in the artifacts you have to come up against. But again, I don't know how that's going to work, considering that I think the what's it called? I might lose this fight actually. I don't know how I feel about that, considering that also one of the most insane ranges I have ever seen. Come on. We got this. 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 Jump! Yeah. On my way. Let's see. I think they should add a filter where it automatically filters out teams below a certain threat. Yeah. I know that 3 million point teams exist. Half the time I'm just looking for them instead of fighting them. I don't know why they just don't keep the thing where they make it so you automatically find the highest threat opponents, because that only happens after an update. Why that isn't the normal, I have no idea. On my way up, what if champions gave featured lead shards like invasions? That would be fun. That'd actually be really good, I think, because that would give players an incentive to actually like play Champions Arena. The other problem you run into is a lot of people just don't have strong defensive teams set up, because why would you? Because half the time you don't even get points for having a strong defensive team, right? Most people just go, like, I would just go find something else. Why would I go fight the hardest team? If I'm looking for points, I would go fight something else. Only time I would actually fight a high, like, threat opponent is if I'm feeling like having, like, a little bit of fun and doing something challenging. That's only with EPI, LA, Last Lap Joker, and Heartbreaker Harley. Harley is 4 stars, no gear. EPI is 60, 50. Same for LG. I'm on my way up to catch you. Also, how do I one shot with EPI? I think that's too low. I mean, I have Gemstone, so if you have Gemstone, then it's literally just Predator, Batman, and Gemstone, and you can put Harley on. But if you don't, I mean, previously I would use Dark Metal cards EPI with Zatanna, stack the damage buff, and then just do damage with Ivy. Excuse me again. Yeah. I mean, maybe. You might be able to catch me on day 1, but I'm telling you, man, I'm getting to 1 billion points. I've never gotten to 1 billion points yet. And Supergirl's probably the one character I do it for. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Also, Mr. T Gaming, are you in the same arena as I am? Got lucky there. Got really lucky there. Johnny C! Yeah, I don't know. League of Anarchy is pretty strong. I'm trying to do it without Raven, because I generally like saving Raven for other things. And for free-to-play players, I would probably go Raven King and the League of Anarchy separately. But right now, I'll probably just activate Puppet with Zatanna and stack it. This is a bad idea. I'm probably gonna. This team has like negative synergy. All right, I just want the Batman characters to. I just want the Batman characters together. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I have to see how many points I can get after this. Because after I finish everything, I'll see where I land. I'm probably not gonna do everything on stream, simply for the fact that I do need to go to actually get food in a bit, and I am getting quite hungry. Ow. Sacrificial lamb! Sacrifice. They rework how you get gears for like most characters. Yeah, they should definitely add more ways to get legendary characters gears. Because the chest system just isn't great right now. I'm trying to think whether or not I actually need to do an arena refresh to actually get 1 billion. Is this a really old account? I have an old Android account from 2017. I'm 90% sure you're my real there. My account was made August 2017. I've been playing this game since I was like 10. Like, I'm a real OG. I dropped the game for a bit. But yeah, I've been around since Hollywood Shonen was making content. I was there when Star and Sky hacked the game. I'm not day 1, simply for the fact that my iPad just couldn't at that point. Because I had a really low, storage device, and I just couldn't play, like, Injustice 1 and Injustice 2, and... Thank you, Batman! I think I might lose this one, actually. Alright, I'm gonna bait Hawkman in and sacrifice Power Girl. True damage, true damage! Damn it. I'm really worried. Dude, the true damage thing scares me so much, dude. Because you can get hit through a special animation. I got it. We got him. I don't play Arena anyway. Yeah, but yeah, this is like a really old account. And this is my main account. Just because I don't know. It's the one, man. It's the one I've had forever. It's just not something I feel like changing. Yeah, no, Arena. I don't know. Arena probably needs rework too, because it's just kind of boring. Like, I'm only doing this because, you know, I want to get 1 billion points once, call it a day, and then leave, I guess. Or, and then just chill for the next couple. Do you go shooting range? It's fun. No, not really. Me and my buddy is trying to make some plans to go bowling. I'm pretty bad at bowling, I'm gonna be honest. Have yet to win a single round, right? Or, maybe? I think. I gotten pretty close. But... I don't know. I do things I'm not good at just because I find them fun. Yes. Same. Hollywood Shono and Star Skies bring back memories. DBL, is that Dragon Ball Legends? I am assuming? Not really. I kind of just play DC games. Or, I watch a little bit of professional wrestling, so I got like the 2K series. I play a little bit of Fortnite as well with my buddies. Like, I don't really love the game. Like, I'm also boring, but I like Minecraft a little bit. I just kind of chill there, turn off my brain, do something random. I had the Arkham series. I bought the Arkham series like a year ago. I never played it. Might do it on stream if there's enough interest. Let's speedrun these real quick. Yeah. I know Hollywood Shono stopped playing the game just because he didn't like it. And then he played Injustice 1 for a little bit longer. I don't know if he's still making content. I know that Hollywood Shono got donated to by Mr. Beast once. Okay, this is going to be a little bit rough. He should be fine, though. Oh, the stagger. Did Scorpion just slide? Did bro just slide? We should be fine. We got this. As long as it doesn't freeze. Got him. Let's see. Just checking my stuff. Alright, nothing happened on the phone. I really should put Raiden in first. I don't know why I haven't changed that yet. But, yeah. It really depends on how many points I need to get to 2 bill. Or 1 bill. Enemy priority! We got her. Yeah. I mean... I do play some of the other DDC games. I've tried Worlds Collide, not a big fan. Not a big fan. Dark Legion, I have, like... I'm near the end of the game, but can't say I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't get to play as the characters. So... try once with friends, shooter range, and tip to win. Try holding half-gallon of bottle for 10 minutes to help you stop tremolo in hand. Interesting. I don't know if I have a shooting range around where I live, so we'll see. Low-key, Dragon Ball Legends got real toxic and boring a while back, so I quit. I don't know. I don't know what the Injustice 2 mobile community is like, because everyone I've talked to, like the content creators, seem really chill. I hate this man. All respect to Grant Gustin, but I hate this man so much, bro. Somebody tell Multiverse Flash to chill, bro. Just chill. It ain't that serious, all right? Sacrifice. I also love how he always goes right into a special after a jump attack. So. Yeah. I know. So, like, seeing where the game was versus where it is now, it's definitely in a better state now. Because a lot of people were like, man, what are we supposed to do without solo raids for, like, 2 weeks? That's the way the game used to be. All you could do was get really bad golds, play arena, grind for, like, a couple shards of a character, get it at 3 stars, and then you'd have to farm campaign for gear resources. Unless you were Star Sky and you hacked the game. On an alt account, so we could show off the stuff. Not here to tell people what they can and can't do with their lives, but I'm just saying. He did do that. Technically the truth. You play Future Fight? No, I'm just not a big Marvel fan. I don't know. Like, I grew up with DC, so I love the DC universe and the DC characters, but I never clicked with the Marvel universe. So, I don't really play any of the Marvel games. have content. I have content, just no audio. But I'm gonna get a PC set up, then go hard for streams and videos. Yeah, no, like absolutely, like content in Injustice 2 Mobile. I don't think has ever been in a better. I don't want to say ever been in a better state, but like the ceiling for content. I feel the potential for content and all the different things you can do. I forgot about the lethal. I forgot about the lethal. I need to focus, so I'm sorry I'm not interacting with chat. Multiverse Flash is the dumbest man alive in his show. There's a dumbest man alive, Medicaid. No, I've watched it. I've watched all of those, except for the season 5 one. Don't stop to talk. Don't stop to talk. Don't stop to talk. He stopped to talk. Yeah, no, the Arrowverse shows kind of suffer from the formula because every season's 20 episodes and 40 minutes each. So the main character just has to like absolutely get their ass handed to them for the most of the season and for most of the episode until the plot demands they win through contrived matters. Flash and Supergirl suffer the most from this, simply for the fact that they're just so powerful as characters to actually make some conflict happen or to make anyone seem like a threat. They just have to be idiots. Because between having super speed and Supergirl's got super speed, can fly, can hear, has X-ray vision, heat vision, and is bulletproof, it's really hard to believe anyone not named like Darkseid or Lex Luthor or some variation of that can actually like give them any kind of issues. They're just too powerful to write a 20 episode show that's 40 minutes about. Maybe 13 episodes, maybe 6, but yeah. 20 plus is really difficult to write. Yeah, no, it's genuinely so funny, dude. I don't drink, but I was making a joke with my friends like a while back. I'm like, dude, imagine if you did a thing where you like watched every episode of The Flash, but took a shot every time they said "Run, Barry, run." You'd be dead. You would not live to see tomorrow. Like genuinely, you wouldn't. Stop stopping. Just stop snapping into blocks. All right, Shazam, take one for the team. Thanks. I thought there was a little bit more range on that. Thank you. Thank you. Justice and equality, baby. And stagger on the tag, on the res. How many fights are we at now? I do have to go in a little bit, so we'll probably finish up around here. It depends on how many teams I have left. I think the other things I might just do off cam. You know, I'm gonna jinx myself, right? I haven't lost a fight yet, so we'll probably stop when I lose a fight. Either when it's 1 o'clock or when I lose a fight, which will probably be this one. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna try to work on some other videos, but we'll have to see. Come on, Constantine. Thanks for taking the bait, buddy. Injustice community used to be tiny, and Star and Sky hacking was such a big deal. Yeah. Injustice 2 Mobile. I think most of the Injustice 2 Mobile players were like people who played Injustice 1 and were interested. I remember Star and Sky hacking being a pretty big thing. I know Hollywood Shona was really mad about it. But, no, beats me. We will be here tomorrow. It's fine, go eat something? Yeah, probably. We'll let it go to 1. Yo, guys, it's Burn Tapjoy. I'm assuming the guy who owns the Burn Tapjoy account isn't in America, so seeing the offers probably ticked him off. I paid $20 for 30,000 gems yesterday, or the other day. But, yeah. Actually, you know what would be a good stopping point? I think I'm close to 100 mil points. So, we'll see. I don't know. Is this the fastest anyone's gotten 100 mil points? Probably not. But until I see proof otherwise, I hold the record. Yeah, an average of 23 people is pretty, like, solid. You guys all showing up to watch me on a random day. Oh, I'm already at 100 mil. Genius. Absolutely genius here. Smartest man alive. I've done most of the fights, I think. 113, man. I could not. My brain turned off. But yeah, I do need to go and buy some groceries and get something to eat. So we will probably do 40 fights and then I'll call it. And I think we might do a highlights video. Or do you guys want to see a compilation video where I just record the footage of me? Short King! I just put like the stream footage together and then my own fights together. And then I just do like a compilation video of like all the fights to get like it's like one of those highlight package videos. Yeah. In your opinion, what is better, Beta Club or Gemstone? Personally, Gemstone, but I don't have Beta Club. But I think people have said Gemstone is better. And also, my biggest problem with Beta Club is that it just seems a little bit less fun to me than Gemstone, because with Gemstone, you gotta synergize it with, like, Twin Blade, and you gotta tag in and tag out, and, like, think about it a little bit. And you gotta make sure you don't lose the stacks. With Beta Club, I think you just turn your brain off and hit the opponent. So, like, personally for me, even though I don't have Beta Club, Gemstone seems a little bit more fun. Ouch. Ouch. Create more shorts, it will reach more. Yeah, I've been thinking about more shorts, but I, again, just don't want it to be an exclusively Injustice 2 mobile channel. I'm trying to figure out what, like, I would do for shorts, and then what I would do for long-form content. And I also want to branch out to more than just Injustice 2 mobile, because I want to play the other DC games, and I want to do more DC-related content. I haven't expressed this in the community, but I'm a writer, and I'm working on my own take of DC, and honestly, I think you'll love my roster of the Justice League. That sounds interesting. We should talk, because I'm a little bit of a nerdy writer, too, so yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from. Do I try Batman Ninja Batman on this team? No, not with Darkseid in it. I actually want to win every fight, because I want to get as many points as possible. I know I used that team. Have I used this team already? Oh. What's more optimal for Batman Ninja Batman in solo raids? Batman Ninja Batman, Grodd, Robin, or else? I think Batman plus Robin plus support characters. So like a Zatanna or a Classic Flash or a Black Adam instead of Grodd. Far Knife is here to overthrow Beta. Definitely sounds interesting. It looks really strong. I have to see how strong it is myself when I can unlock it. But yeah, it definitely sounds interesting. I got 320k gems, and I got Lex at 3 stars. Where on earth are you getting 330k gems from? Or 20k gems? Probably not. Like, should I send him to 3 stars? Probably. Lex is a little bugged right now. So I would probably go no. I would say for a sale. Batman, Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Jessica Cruz, Zatanna, Mary Ellen is the current roster at the moment. Definitely interesting. Like, do you mean like your own like fan fiction, or like your own script, or your own like retelling of like maybe building a cinematic universe? I am over my 1 o'clock threshold, which is what I would say, which is what I said would be the cutoff, but I'll probably try to finish up these last couple of pips here. No Superman's actually interesting. I just realized that. No Superman or Batman. Oh, no, Batman. Jessica Cruz is a Green Lantern. Like Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, and what's his name? Guy Gardner. But I believe Jessica Cruz was introduced in Rebirth as a new Green Lantern, and her whole thing is she's a Green Lantern who doesn't want to be a Green Lantern and struggles with anxiety. So I think she's a really popular character from that run because she's very relatable to a lot of people. Yeah, if you have 320k gems lying around, just wait for a sale, dude. It's basically if I had a control of DC Comics and made a new 52 Rebirth style reboot in comics. Yeah, that sounds really interesting, dude. Definitely sounds fun. Alright, so I had this idea. I was talking to a couple of my college buddies who are music production majors about it. I went, guys, what if we did like DC album? So basically, I was like, what if we like made a like soundtrack for like a movie, but we like applied it to specific characters? Like, what if we made a song like inspired by Zatanna, and we used her like reverse backwards talking as chants, stuff like that? Because I really want to like blend my love of DC with my love of music and just my love of being a nerd and gaming. So what I've noticed about myself is I'm a creative type person, right? I like creative things. Writing, music, making content. I've realized that the core of everything I am revolves around creating things. And I'm just trying to find a way to actually be able to pay the bills while also blending my love of creating things. So, yeah. I'm not even kidding, bro. I just saved my gems and not spend on stupid chests. Wait for sales? Absolutely. If you want to get the most use out of those gems, wait for a sale. The Black Friday sale is probably the best deal you'll have ever gotten. If you don't need that, then probably just wait. I would probably go for Versus chest. I really don't like the other chests, like the shard chests. Hi, do I use do you think there's any character that can be useful at 3 stars? Deathstroke, Ruler of Condok, Black Adam. Anyone who can do percentage health damage is great at 3 stars because you don't need gears, you don't need investment, you just need them to stay alive and you need them to do percentage health damage. Having a couple of gears and having some star rating will make it easier, but they work fine. No gears, 3 stars. Beast Boy is useful at 3 stars, you need a couple of gears. Scorpion 2, DC Universe Superman 2. What do you think was the moment that pissed Darkseid so much? I think it was when Batman hacked into Hellsport, rescuing Supergirl. That was a really cool moment. Like, dude, Batman got so many aura points from that. I'll spoil it a bit. But Kara replaces the roles of Superman due to the thing going on with a proper plan of her coming to Earth with Cal. That's interesting. That's not something I've seen before. Having things play out for Kara the way they're supposed to play out is interesting. I also want to have my own run with Kara. Like, I would love to get the chance to write for comics, dude. I would love to. Create an absolute Batman. Yeah, I would love to get my own run with Kara. Like, if I was doing it, I don't know, it'd be a little bit rough. Woman of Tomorrow is my favorite comic, so. Which is weird, because Tom King is all over the place. Dude is so inconsistent. He wrote, like, arguably the best Supergirl comic, and then I don't know what dude's been doing for the rest of his stuff, man. I have no idea. Yeah, but I'm looking for 2.5 to 3 mil teams. Currently watching Darkseid Wars, which comes after Earth 2 storyline. Yeah, I haven't actually watched all of the DC stuff. I plan to try to get to it, but I don't know. For some reason, I can procrastinate watching a show. I don't know. I'm usually just scrolling on YouTube looking for random stuff. Yep. I've been locked in. Ow! Frame delay. This team shouldn't be one I lose with. It's Batman Ninja, right? I got immortality. I should be fine here. Like, I shouldn't be losing this. Get some twin blade values in there. Please don't snap it to a block. Thank you. I delayed it for a second. Alright. The freeze can linger afterwards, though, so I'm a little bit worried. We got her. Yep. I got my orb at 6 stars. What artifacts other than Gemstone do you think would be good on him? I don't have Gemstone or Godkiller. Crown is like the other option, but Crown is substantially weaker than Gemstone. I have a 7-star. I have a 1-star Ascended Orb. And I couldn't one-shot with, like, Gemstone for I couldn't one shot with Crown for passive stance. I think I had Girdle of Steel though. But yeah, Crown will work with Orm, but you need a high amount of passive stance. Looking for connections to the DC KO story? I don't know, man. Is that fine? Is that something I want to fight? Is that something I want to fight? Oh, my DC Universe Superman isn't actually. My DC Universe Superman pips aren't actually done. Yeah, but I actually want to do some DC inspired music. I would love to do like write my own comics. I was talking to a couple friends too. I was like, guys, I don't see any high quality DC comic audiobooks. We're music production majors, guys. One of them's designed like sound work, like he's done like sound work and sound design for podcasts. I went, let's get some voice actors. Let's do like a narrating of the comic. Let's have some sound effects, and then let's compose some like original OST sound like music, and let's throw up like a high quality audio like drama comic. Because as far as I'm aware, I don't think there's anything like that, like DC official or even like fan made. But that would be really fun to do. Crown would work with him. He can use Girdle of Steel and other support like Golden Armor, Wonder Woman. No, with Superman, you probably want Grodd. I mean Orm. But yeah, you want a character that gives you a damage buff. So classic Flash plus what's his name is fine, or a Girdle of Steel is fine. But you probably want Grodd for power generation, at least in the early going. With Gemstone, I think Grodd's almost a necessity. Alright. Of course, he doesn't get staggered. So, he gets to proc the special, and I don't. Alright, I'm just waiting out the LexCorp War suit! Alright, so we're going to be in a little bit of an issue here, because Constantine's super move bypasses res. So, DC Universe Superman, right? No, we got this. No, I was talking about Orm. Yeah. I mixed it up with DC Universe Superman, but yeah, no, Orm I would probably use Grodd with still. I think you get some power generation if you can use Dr. Fate and proc the special too. But yeah, no, Orm is crazy damage-wise, dude. I've managed to get like 2 million... I think I've done 1 billion damage in one special with him. Like one special 3. Whole point of Absolute Batman is attacked by Hellstorm, attacked by Batman, so torture him. Darkseid create Absolute Batman. I think... Well, Absolute... I know the Absolute series is the universe Darkseid made, which is just like an over-the-top edgy thing, but the main characters keep like their core essence. So... Definitely sounds interesting. I have to go look into the Absolute series myself. I know some stuff about it, but I haven't read it. Short King! Oh, I'm gonna miss seeing this, man. Yeah, so I mean, this is just how I play Arena. 2 regen matrices and then Twin Blade. Unless I'm using Multiverse Armored Supergirl. In that case, Dark Metal cards for the guaranteed crit. Plus Flash with Twin Blade. I don't need to cut through barriers with Supergirl because she can make herself unhittable and, like, nuke the opponent in one hit. Oh, man. I've almost done all my pips here. Almost. I don't think I'm going to be able to, though. Just not within the time frame remaining. You should look up the KO storyline. Yeah, I mean, my Discord's got a section for people to recommend comics. And, like, the whole point of it is, like, a DC Comics cafe. So, it's just a vibe, cool, chill place. Because Darkseid never got pissed that much. No, I think the Hellspore thing is a different one, if I'm not mistaken. Or the... Because there's the one with the Superman and Supergirl series where Batman hacks the thing. But... I think the DC animated universe where Darkseid, the Apocalypse War story, I think is completely different. Also, I had an idea for Harley to make her a famous pop star in Gotham, very heavily looking like Madonna, and Joker has a heavy Prince aesthetic, bro. That'd be fun. I think, isn't Black Canary a pop star in like some DC run right now? I'm pretty sure Mongol, or whatever his name is, Mongol, I forget, got like, he was trying to take over Earth or something, and he's like, wait, you a Black Canary fan too? I've heard about it. Again, I haven't read all that many comics. I do want to make a list of things to read. I got the subscription for DC Universe Online a while back, and then I canceled it just because I wasn't really using it. I also just can't stand reading things on my phone or an electronic device. Hardcover guy. Since Batman's favorite character, my favorite character, I'm putting the most effort into how I write that side of things. Yeah, Batman being the favorite character. I mean, it's a standard pick, but I get it. I think my biggest problem with writing Batman is he's so popular, and you've done so many things for him. I think James Gunn has made the same like argument. He's just like, it's really hard to make a compelling Batman story when most of the compelling Batman stories have been told before. I should have enough vault keys to get gemstone next week. Should I upgrade some of the other Netherrealm artifacts or shatter all of them and focus my that on gemstone? I don't know if you should shatter stuff. I don't think you should shatter stuff simply for the fact that things are just being reworked right now, and some of those artifacts might be good. But don't upgrade anything other than gemstone. Gemstone is 100 times better than basically anything else, except for like maybe Beta Club and the knife. I think if you saw the last message of what I was doing for Batman, I might have missed it, but I don't know. Do I get it? Did I get it? I don't think so. I don't think I got it. But I saw the like Harley and Prince stuff. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I aspire to have 1% of the aura that Prince had when he pulled off the While My Guitar Gently Weeps solo. I just want 1% of the aura, dude. Oh my goodness, dude. That is the best, like, hold my beer moment in all of history. He got snubbed from the musicians list, and to prove a point, he went, I'm just gonna play an improv solo. And then he walked off. I want 1% of Bro's aura. We don't have DC Comics Bookstore, but we have a range. How compelling is that range? Comics, how stupid? Interesting. Oh, another, yeah, I'm almost done with all my pips today. The only things I'm missing are the Justice League pip, which I'm a little bit not confident in. And my, what's it called? Pips. The Manta pips. Manta's just my most upgraded legendary because I was going out of my way to upgrade Beast Boy. Yeah. I think I have a Barnes and Nobles around me, and I have a BAM around me. I'm not kidding. I was like, yo, you guys think they got a comic books, like they got a sale on comic books for, what's it called? Huh? Yeah. So, I gotta go for, in a bit. So I'm gonna probably finish these pips, and then we gotta go. But, yeah, thanks for tuning into the stream, guys. I actually think I did all the things, right? I got all of the rewards without losing a single match. So, yeah. Which means the only things left are maybe a Dark Metal run, and then the Justice League team fights. Oh, I said for Batman, I was trying a world where his parents never died, and that changes how Bruce was raised, his worldviews, and even the vibe and history of Gotham itself. That's a really interesting take. You know, I would love to, like, write comics one day, so I think you and I are on the same page in terms of that sense. It's secrets! We gotta fight the bald man! We gotta fight the bald man. He will be the most spoiled one. Oh, Batman? No, I don't think so. I think Batman, like, I could see it. I could see him being spoiled, but I could also see him just having, like, being less all over the place with, like, his morality, or, like, well, not all over, like, with how he is, because he's got good morals, but the guy's kind of messed up in the head. He's a billionaire, but his idea of helping people is, let me dress up in a bat suit and punch people. He could have just been, like, a political figure, or politics, but, you know, like a philanthropist, like, full-time philanthropist, but no. He decides that dressing up in a bat suit and punching people is the best course of action. Finally got a one-shot with my Flawed Justice team. Thanks for the advice, bro. Hey, thank you, man. You gonna watch the Doomsday film? The Marvel one? I haven't actually... I think I've seen one MCU film, and that was Black Panther, because we watched it in high school class. Because it was like the end of the year. I am not a Marvel person. I just don't click with the characters. So I probably won't be watching Doomsday. Unless, like, my friends want to see it. Like, we went to see Five Nights at Freddy's 2 the other day. And I have never had any connection with that franchise. I also thought the movie was boring as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was an absolute mess. I'm like, the story is bad, the plot is bad, and this just feels like a cameo fest. I have no connection to these characters, but my friends wanted to go see it, so we did. I regret not seeing Wicked 2, I'm not gonna lie. There is no purpose, no cause by Apollo Music was taken point. What? I was a little bit confused about the wording there. Alright. Here we go. I think this is probably going to be the last pip of the stream, and then I'll do the Justice League fights off camera. Or I could stream again later tonight. I don't really know how people feel about that. I don't actually know if I can handle 2 streams in one day, I'm not going to lie. And I also do need to work on a couple other videos. So. Ow! Well, there goes my damage dealer. Alright. I still get the passive, though. One more special should do it. What? Excuse me? Where? Alright, we got this, Excuse me! Yeah, I'm excited to write enough of this to possibly make content of it and to show it to more people. Yeah, no, I would love to do, like, discussing a, like, comic book run. No, totally, man. I totally think we should probably talk more. I'm not gonna lie, because this is a lot of this stuff sounds interesting, and I think we do have some overlapping interest. So if you have if you want some ideas or some suggestions, or if you want some alternative takes, I'd love to be able to, like, do something for comics one day, whether that be composition, actually writing, being a what's it called? Being a what's Fatalist? What is he? Ambassador? I'd love to be able to do all that stuff. Crown if you mastered combo interruption. Better artifact. God Killer's more convenient for bosses you can't combo interrupt, so some of them are annoying, like Enchantress. But Crown is going to help you against lower tier bosses because God Killer steals less attack. But anyway, thanks so much for tuning into the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed me messing up all of my pips today, but getting 55 victories in a row. No L's. We don't take L's around here, boys. I'm probably going to lose some of those off-camera fights, I'm not going to lie. But 55 in a row. I mean, that's pretty good. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope all of you enjoyed. I will probably not be streaming later tonight, realistically speaking. But we'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I'm not streaming on Christmas, just because, you know, it's Christmas. Most people have stuff to do and family things to attend to. But we'll be streaming on Friday after that, and then Saturday, and then I'll be off Sunday. I'm probably going to stream a little bit more. I don't think we're going to do daily streams, just because sometimes there's just not interesting stuff going on in the game. But I am probably going to try and stream a little bit more while I'm, you know, on winter break. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. This stream will be a VOD. It's just going to take some time to process. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in another one.